Yeah, we are live.
We're live.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Uh,
hello.
hello. 1 second. I'm just reloading the chat page thing. So.
Hey, this is the first time we are ahead of time. So,
Oh yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
by a
fuck.
minute.
By a minute, baby. Minutes proper an hour in our language.
Yeah. So, hello, everybody, whoever is watching. And
Hello.
we need to wait for a bit for
Yeah,
people
yeah.
to
We're
join
just.
in. Uh,
Yeah, that book you were reading. Tell me about it now.
the book I was reading. What book I was reading? Oh,
Fuck you. Oh, you're watching Rangila.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Rangila. So basically, we had this reading cinema like subject thing, and in that they said like, oh, we'll be talking about Rangila today, and I was scared that she'll spoil it, so I just watched half of it. I couldn't finish it because I fell asleep towards like the second half. I fell asleep, so it was a good movie. From whatever I've seen, it's pretty good, and yeah, I mean, I'm of course reading. As a reader myself. As a
Bitch.
what?
Bitch.
What?
Can you hear me or were you just ignoring me?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, what the fuck? Very sad.
Oh, you were speaking. I couldn't even.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
Okay, now?
Yeah, I can hear
Now?
you. I can hear you.
Hell. Okay.
I couldn't hear anything, so I was like, that's why I was like, I ran out of thoughts and I kept speaking.
No, I was saying I tried watching Kamine.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like 10 minutes and I fell asleep. Not because the movie was bad, the movie was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just fell asleep.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I've been watching fucking Rick and Morty again.
Mm.
God damn. Oh, yeah, we have 3 people watching. Hello, people.
Sup? To the point, bro.
Yes.
Before we start, we'll just before we get into Mr. Beerbiceps, we will just do some time pass for people to join in, and we will just talk about whatever we've watched.
Whoever's in the chat, respond to us, please.
So we'll be talking about whatever we've
Whatever
seen.
we seen, heard, experienced in life.
Experienced. What have you experienced?
Good book.
Ooh, what is that?
It's called 100 Years of Solitude. I think I'm actually 60 pages from finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to end. And I'm reading it very slowly.
Mm.
Very slowly. It's the best book I've read. Like in life. I completed, like all the hype around the novel, I completely buy. I'm going to say the same as well. If you have one book to read, you should read this. It's so beautiful, so good.
Yeah,
It's so long.
This reading books is the best thing we've started
we
at
both have
least
embarked on.
at least this year with getting Goodreads on our phone and using it, and so yeah, I've read this book. It's a non-fiction because I'm very smart. I'm too smart for fiction, so it's called Everybody Lies, and it's about like how there are a lot of surveys and all are everyone has a chance of lying, and the only true source of data we have is like Google and stuff like that, and very interesting findings the author went on, and it's very, very cool and interesting, a little repetitive but very cool. And I also read what is it? Child of God, which was okay. That's all.
I've read a bunch actually now. I think the best I've read so far is this, and then wait. In terms of like most fun books I've read, it's definitely Black Swan Green, and then now this
100 Years of Solitude.
100 Years of Solitude, which when you hear the name and when you hear what it is, which is supposed to be this like great piece of literature, it sounds really fucking boring. It sounds really dull. But it's very unlike that. It's actually really fun, really fast-paced, very colorful characters. It covers every theme in the world almost. Most importantly, solitude and family and fate and destiny, and it's so fun. It's like out of all the books I've read so far, the one like book that was very tedious to get through was In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. That was a really, really great book, but it did this kind of thing where everything is so detailed and everything is so like, oh, very true crime, everything about the people we will talk about. If there's a bakery, we need to give its history for like 3 pages kind of thing. Yeah, that was one classic I didn't like. Then I read The Stranger by Mr. Camus, which I liked, and you said you didn't really like that much.
Because I think I read it when I was young and I was very stupid and I didn't even get what it was about. I didn't even finish it. I think read like 20 or 30 pages and I was like, what is this about? I don't understand, and I left.
I liked it. I actually like enjoyed it more than In Cold Blood. I think the enjoyment comes from how weird the dude is.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I didn't really...
It starts with his like mom dying and he's so weird about it.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh, I'm late for work.
Yeah,
Shit.
I just didn't get it.
It's a good book. I think, I do think it suffers from that thing where the whole point of the book is the last monologue he has, that kind of thing. It seems like he wrote the whole thing so all for that last monologue, you know, like that one paragraph or that one dialogue that hits really hard and you go like, got it. But it's very good. I recommend it. I completely see why it is a classic. So far, all the 3 classics I've read, I can see why they are classics. More so for 100 years than anything else, I'd say.
I think we can get into this thing.
Yeah. We have 3 viewers. It was 4 and then some guy left because book's bad.
Why should it be a guy, bro?
Because men are dumb. We like very action-packed things.
Alright, let's go. I think you can...
Let's get into it.
Yes, we'll do a little like
rundown.
Early, like, what is your take on Mr. Beerbiceps? So essentially,
on Beerbiceps.
We already did a stream on Beerbiceps, which you can see later on, which is also pretty funny, I think. And basically, Beerbiceps started off as a channel who talked about, fitness, Beerbiceps, we having fun and we are working out. And then it evolved into, fashion, Indian fashion blogger, man. And then it evolved into, I am doing a podcast. Which was, in the beginning at least, was like, okay, cool. He's doing it. Essentially, it's like a nicer form of interviews and shit. But then it evolved into fucking, now it is spirituality, it is Hinduism, it is fucking ghosts and demons and aliens and all kinds of pseudoscience and nonsense like that. Which is very, very fucking stupid and also very funny to watch. Yes. And he proclaims his podcast as the world India's smartest podcast, which just makes it even more funny. And it's very stupid. That is the base. And and in the stream we will be making jokes on his content and not him as a person. Yes, and if we do the second thing, that is still making fun of his content and not him, the person.
We'll censor it before it even reaches anybody.
And that is the disclaimer. This is all jokes and funs, and that's all I can.
We've covered ourselves legally pretty nicely. Yes. Actually.
This is all a joke for legal reasons.
All humor, always satire. Nothing is serious. All parody.
Okay. I'm gonna switch this to. Aha! I think you can see, right?
Yeah, I can see Mr. Beerman. He has a really nice line of books. Did you see that? Like, it actually slopes down so well. The fuck? Nice.
Aesthetic.
Satisfying.
But also a very stupid way to arrange books, like.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Like,
now you need to
size
put it in its
wise.
right place. Yeah, you need to put it in its right place, else like OCD be damned.
I forgot in which I think I saw in some show or something, some person does this, like, smallest to biggest thing, sort of.
A lot.
I forgot which one. I think it's some. No, I forgot. Anyways, this is our selection. We have
We have a very fine curated collection
curated
of dog
playlist.
shit.
Yes, sir. So, what do you think? I just hit like this as a reference, but we have a
What do I
bunch
think
here.
of him or what to pick?
I know what to pick here, not what you think of him. I know what you think of him.
Ghosts. Last I remember, he has this like really bizarre and very frankly
This one.
really childish my real life ghost story. I think this was
We
the one,
did,
something
I think
about,
we
like,
watched it together. I don't think we streamed it, so it's.
uh,
And I don't even. It's 2 years ago. Fucking who remembers it now?
2 years. Don't say that stuff. Oh my lord, it's been 2 years.
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
all right. We got into the first one. My real life ghost story by Beerbiceps.
Bhoot, ghosts, something we've not spoken about on the podcast yet, and this is a story from my own life, something I went through,
I'll
something I
increase
haven't
the volume.
spoken about on the internet. Here goes. All my life, right from the time I was a kid, I'd always look at human presence around me and I'd ask myself, is this really all that there is?
Stock footage.
Or is there some deeper layer that we can't see?
Ooh, X-ray vision.
Horror movies entered my life when I was a kid, and that answered the question.
When did horror movies enter your life, bro?
Oh, very young age actually. I found
Yeah,
like
what?
really shitty English horror movies at the local DVD store, and I really liked it.
Was something that we couldn't see. This is a story about my own house.
I
my
love
own
the
building.
fucking attention to detail because it's like a scary episode. He's wearing black and there are no proper lights. It's just like one single light.
The house
Ominously.
It's setting the mood, you know.
Yeah.
It's telling like
Mise en scène, bro.
I grew up in had a
Yeah.
hospital on the ground floor. It was a family-owned hospital of mine. And on the third floor was where I lived. I was always afraid of the dark. Even in my own house, in the corridor, I always felt like someone staring at me.
Motherfucker had like 10-room
I
corridor.
was
He's very rich,
alone
okay.
in any room which was dark. I always
Hello?
felt like the
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, your mic cut that out. But I'll go like, yeah.
Yeah, well,
totally.
very funny joke.
was some kind
Totally.
of energy with me, staring at me. I think all of us go through a phase like that. I feel like I went through a longer phase than the rest of us. I couldn't sleep alone till I was about 19, 20.
Wow.
I don't want to make fun of that. People have different blooming periods, but that is pretty goofy.
But that's very stupid.
It's pretty goofy.
I can imagine it's like sleeping next to your parents till you're 19, 20. Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, back when I was 11, there was this one time where I was sleeping next to my mum. My dad wasn't at home during that time.
He never was at home for me.
Oh, that's the twist at the end of the story, right? He goes like, I found out I didn't have a dad.
Ooh. I didn't have a mom. I didn't have this channel itself. It's all been
This is
ghosts
all-
and spooky stuff.
massive hallucination.
And this was also a time in my life where I was getting a lot of something called sleep paralysis. For anyone who's had sleep paralysis, they know that this is one of the scariest things that can happen to you.
Yep.
Sleep paralysis is a scientific
I haven't
phenomenon.
had it, but I'll just say.
Yeah, sleep paralysis is a real thing though. But ghosts are not.
No,
Unfortunately.
bro, the sleep paralysis thing, he solved his own mystery here, didn't he? He said, like, I have sleep paralysis, and now it's ghosts.
Hello,
Oh, hi,
Dinesh.
Quasar Dinesh.
Hello, Dinesh.
Damn, bro. Are you... I forgot the name. But okay, hi, Quasar Dinesh. How are you doing?
Yeah.
You ready for some spooky shit?
Where basically you half wake up while you're sleeping. So in layman's terms, when you're sleeping, your
That
brain
was already pretty lame and
was gonna
weird,
say-
but all right.
signals to your muscular system
No, he thinks you're
not
really
to
dumb.
move at all. It's a way for the body to protect itself. Basically means your body becomes paralyzed because of your mind. So that if something's happening in your dreams, you don't move your body in reaction to that dream. It's your body's protection mechanism. But what happens sometimes with people who deal with sleep
Music
paralysis
says now.
Music
is that
cues,
they'll
brother.
open their eyes and they won't be able to move their body. They won't be able to scream if they want. They won't be able to make a sound.
Yes,
Ooh.
The
brother.
only thing that they're
Piano
conscious
fell.
of is their own vision. And in a very bad case of sleep paralysis, sometimes your nightmares also become a part of that experience. Because your brain becomes confused between the world of dreams / nightmares.
Boy, ये
And
तो
the world of
Inception है.
So while I did have a lot of sleep paralysis experiences, this one is the story of the scariest sleep paralysis experience.
Brother, just get to the fucking point.
My sleep
I know,
paralysis would
my
often
lord.
include me waking up in my own room. I'd open my eyes and I'd see a shadowy figure in my room.
Ugh.
Because I was in that sleep paralysis mode, I wouldn't be able to scream or react. So the best defense mechanism was just closing my eyes and hoping that sleep meets me again.
Do you think it's just his mom trying to leave him alone so that he can grow up and sleep alone?
Yeah, she tried to walk out of the room and he was like, ah,
ये तो
shadow.
ghost है.
That was his
That was
coping mechanism.
the only escape. This one time when I was sleeping next to my mum, I remember I started feeling something deeper than sleep paralysis.
Ooh.
I felt like these little shadowy creatures, this shadowy power was kind of chaining me down to the bed.
All right.
Gradually,
The shadow chains.
The
from
shadow,
the shadow realm.
the shadow realm. You feel
Yeah,
the
it's
shadows,
black color.
bro.
Chains are all black and they have smoke, black smoke.
Is Ranveer the shadow here because he's wearing black?
He's wearing black.
chained me up entirely.
I can imagine like the cameraman kind of like gently dozing off
And I knew
as he's fucking recording this.
something was wrong. I remember those shadowy creatures screaming.
Hello, Sana.
Hello, Sana.
The
Me out
actual
sometime.
shadow viewer said hello.
I don't remember
We are calling her shadow because her DP is black and white. For context.
No, it's also because she has watched all of our streams, been our most loyal viewer.
what they said, but it was like they were welcoming some kind of a lady.
It's
some
also
kind
because
of
I'm.
I'm getting goosebumps as I say this. I suddenly saw this woman sitting on top of me.
Yeah!
Hey!
go.
Action!
Big W!
Pale skin, patchy skin, it was torn up. It had a
Don't
few
be so
blisters,
judgmental, Ranveer.
untidy hair,
Whoa, whoa!
and I could only see
Oh,
one of
isn't
her
that a
eyes because
little
her hair was
judgmental?
covered.
He could have said like, he could have said something a little funnier instead of like, untidy hair.
She was not. She did not go to hair treatment. Ew! She didn't go to spa yesterday. Ew!
Dude, she uses basic Tresemme shampoo.
Wait.
Bring the other eye. And with that pale red eye, she was staring down at me while she was sitting on top of me.
Hey!
I couldn't even move my neck because I was paralyzed. So I moved my eyes.
By what,
and I saw my
Ranveer?
mom sitting next to me.
Alright, fella.
I tried screaming her name, but I was paralyzed and I couldn't say anything. All this while she's sitting on top of me. I could feel her weight on the top of my chest.
Mm.
And it wasn't comfortable.
Damn. It was not comfortable experience. I rate it a 1 out of 10.
That's
I
actually
felt
pretty
her
funny,
fingers
Ranveer.
on my body. And it was one of the creepiest things I'd ever been through. I was just 11 years old.
Wait a second. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you feel a woman sitting on top of you?
apparently the video is not playing on the stream. What the fuck? Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's black. Oh, that's even creepier. Screen is invisible. Ooh.
No. What the fuck? Yes, you can see.
Bro, it's Ranveer's shadow ghost, bro.
Wait. Was it not visible all along? That is pretty funny.
No, not all along.
Where the why is it not visible?
Oh wow, it was not.
Ayo, so
So
dumb.
fucking idiot.
Why though? Fuck me. Okay, you know
I
what?
think
I
we're
think it's
fucking
something to do
good
with Opera actually. Let me open it in Chrome only.
on a normal Chrome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it wasn't visible.
Pretty funny.
Wasn't? Why didn't you just tell us?
It's the thing. Hell.
Thank you. It hasn't been visible. Oh, all you bastards. You guys think this was a bit or something?
Very funny bit though. Gotta say.
Ooh, look, they're going mad. They're fucking reacting to a black screen.
Hey,
Fully.
Kerbex.
Oh, Ronnie! Hi, Ronnie. What you doing? Watching the black screen, I guess.
Give me 1 second as I figure it out.
Yes.
Engage the chat.
Hello, everybody in chat. How scale of 1 to 10? How creepy is Ranveer? Not his story. Him.
How
I
creepy.
thought it was because. Oh, Yogi thought it was the pit. It was meant to be that way because of the ghost story. Yeah, that's how Ranveer works. All avant-garde bullshit where he forgets to record.
Reacting to
Reacting to
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What?
Podcast, I thought it was.
Damn.
You guys are giving Ranveer way too much credit.
Or even us that we would come up with
like
something.
You came up with some like avant-garde stream bullshit.
Where's the I was,
No, we'll get to the Interstellar stuff soon, Ronnie. I always do with this guy.
wait, where is it?
What if your spirit is actually your fourth dimension self?
Ooh.
Ranveer falls down the stairs, thinks his fourth dimension self pushed him down. Not me.
Wait. Now is it visible? Yeah, I think it is. Guys, it is visible now, I think.
Yes, it's visible, guys.
Fuck.
See, this is what we've been looking at, and this is what
Because
you guys were supposed to look
I
at.
grew up
like
in a
opera.
spiritual family.
Yeah.
My mum knew about my fear of ghosts,
Let's
my fear
go.
of the dark, and she told me about a particular mantra that's
Can you
made
stream it to me, sir?
specifically to shoot.
Oh fuck, I forgot. It is
It is
always it's always funny. Is it because of that? No, right?
I think it's opera, bro.
Yeah, I
More
think
than-
so. I think every time I was full screening opera is like, brother, now it's time to. No, it again is doing that.
Really? Ah, yeah, it just went black.
Brother is. Why?
What are these weird fucking OBS bugs, man?
I don't know, brother.
It's okay. I will keep chat engaged. Chat. It's so weird to say chat. It's such a Twitch stream thing. To
Chat,
say.
what's up, chat? What's
up,
poppin', chat?
No chat. Don't say that chat. That's
Chat,
cringe.
chat.
That's epic cringe.
Ayo, I'm so irritated. Why though? Fuck.
Yeah, right. I honestly believe Ranveer's ghost bullshit. Because we were punctual this time. It had to go black. I guess it may be like something to do with like you sharing the screen but then like alt tabbing, something like that.
I think there's
Maybe.
something to do with that only.
Yeah, like check on OBS.
Wait, let me
How
stop.
how have you been?
Wait, I'll first show to you, and then if I
Share the Discord itself.
no. I don't know.
What is going on?
This is showing.
On OBS, check the stream source. Does it say desktop? Does it say browser?
Chrome only for some reason.
Instead of Chrome, why don't you turn it into Discord or something if that's available? Because you're streaming to me anyway. I can just check.
No,
chat.
but that's like 720p and on top of 720p.
Ah,
This is not just a deck of
Oh my
and
God.
see Ranveer's beautiful facial
Content.
features. Content.
My God, I'm so annoyed. Okay.
She told me
Wait. Okay. This is you can see it too. No, you can't, of course.
Yeah, I can see it now. Ooh, is it because you're sharing me? Okay, now I can see it and it's on the screen. You did it.
No, I think if I full screen, it's fine though. Even don't. I think I can't full screen for some reason.
Oh, some bullshit. It's okay. It's not like it's some big like theatrical experience. I mean, fucking Ranveer in a warehouse with one baby light.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I can't full screen. So annoying.
It's okay. It would be sad if we couldn't full screen a trailer, but this is just Ranveer, so it's alright.
Okay.
Ooh, 7 viewers. Hello, everybody in the chat. How is everybody doing?
Okay, let me just play. Yeah.
Alright, we're back after
About a particular
technical
mantra
interruption.
that's made specifically to shoo away bad spirits.
Damn, the technical
All I
interruption
remember
was a
doing
little
in that
more
moment
fun.
is closing my eyes and saying that mantra.
So if people forgot, I mean, or were not there in
for
the
new
beginning of
people
the
who are
story.
joining.
So
Yeah,
essentially, Ranveer is talking about his ghost experiences, and he had sleep paralysis or something, which is a real thing. But then he had sleep paralysis where thing where he, as a 11-year-old, he imagined like a very ugly woman sitting on him, and he was.
According to him, by the way,
I'm
this is
not
us.
me telling this, and he was very
Ranveer said-
uncomfortable by how ugly she was, and the weight
Pretty
of
much, actually. He said she was ugly and heavy. He
Yes.
said this, not us.
Anyways,
Yes, back to.
For those
oh
of you
my
wondering,
Lord.
the mantra is Om
You want to put it on
Namo
1.5x or something? There's no
Tadda. Close my
atmosphere
eyes and I
really,
just
right?
started saying Om Namo Tadda, Om Namo Tadda, Om Namo Tadda.
but people might not be on.
And that's the last thing I remember. I went
Okay.
to sleep. I still felt her weight on me. And I just
Drastic
realized that
improvement.
all I could do in that moment was say the mantra. After a bit, I opened my eyes and she wasn't there anymore. Now this could be just a hallucination. This could.
That's
be
all.
just
That's all. You could
Yeah,
end
that-
it there,
that's
bro.
what-
No, but no. Fucking 10 minutes, he'll teach this.
But
It's sleep paralysis.
here's the
right?
scary part. 2 years
Ooh.
later, I was
My
watching
webcam captured it.
National Geographic, I believe, a show about alien abductions.
Hmm.
And you know how in those shows they create a reenactment of real life events?
Kimchi. OMG, toilet over water paper stream.
Yes.
Hi,
They
Kimchi.
created a reenactment of a Japanese phenomenon. I forgot what it's called, but even in Japanese culture, this kind of a phenomenon exists. Where
Isn't
Isn't
sleep?
sleep paralysis just your mind not going to deep sleep, a little awakened? Yeah, kinda. Like he said, you're half awake, half asleep.
Yeah.
So whatever your brain's coming up with, you're kind of seeing in real life.
Yes.
No, don't give him credit, Quasar, man. He is like so determined not to see the truth of it.
sleep
Yeah, it was
paralysis is
sitting on
accompanied by a witch
Okay, bye.
sitting
Just
on
woke
top
up
of you.
in the background. Appreciate every bit of the viewership.
In that show, they said that one of the theories about alien abduction is that aliens simulate this kind of an experience for some human beings, do experiments on the human beings, but to be able to manipulate
There are
humans-
so many of these type of shit shows on like National Geographic. And
No, not Nat Geo, bro. It's on Discovery. Nat
Dis-
Geo is more reputable.
both of them, and it doesn't mean that they are like
True.
I don't like this idea that it is Science Channel, everything they show is facts. They have such like dog shit like shows in it, and this guy's like, alien abduction, and they're doing experiments on me.
I will rep for Nat Geo because the last I saw it, they still like had sensationalist content, but it was sensationalist like real shit. You know, they had like the fucking taboo thing, the street fighting thing, all of that. It's only on Discovery you see this like, oh, booth hai, bro, pay, bro, gosh, bro, ooh.
Yeah, so annoying.
To be
they
fair,
create
nah.
this imagery of a woman sitting on top of the human. Now, in that
Why?
show, when they were trying to create a visual representation of this phenomenon, what they showed in that show was exactly what I saw. It felt like it was almost the same woman,
It's almost like
I-
whoa.
same single eye staring down,
Ringu.
Oh, we saw Ring
same
too.
burnt up skin, untidy clothes, those pale, dead eyes.
Huh?
Not staring at you angrily, just staring at you with the eyes of death, with nothing left.
Not
I
anger.
have a question. Do you think the show, whatever he said, Nat Geo, Animal Planet, whatever the hell, they actually broke into his house to film? They showed the same thing on TV
Just to fuck with Ranveer.
to fuck with Ranveer.
I don't. As he describes it as like eyes of death. What the fuck is eyes of death? It's just like.
Eyes of death.
So
It's just normal eyes, bro. Or maybe like since he's a kid, he saw like the contact lenses had death written on it, like the Joker poster. Oh, now it's actually death.
I remember watching that show, turning off the television immediately,
Whoa.
running to my mom and crying. Because I got so flipped out. This was when I was 13.
The
and
one
my
he has
mom
right
just
now.
kind of pacified me. She told me, calm down. It's okay. Let go of it. I struggled to sleep alone for the next 7 to 8 years.
8
No.
years.
Eventually in life,
Hasn't been sleeping for
I grew
8
out of this
years.
phobia. I discovered spirituality, as most of you guys know.
Of course. Which we'll get into, by the way.
And here's the thing with spirituality. While it definitely speaks about meditation and being a good person and karma, it also speaks about the spirit world, the astral world, dark energies, demons.
Dark
And it
energy.
also speaks about how you
Dark
tackle
web
these
also.
energies.
Call
As
him
the
off
autobiography of a yogi
camera.
says, when you stare fear in the eye, it ceases to exist.
Wow.
That's how I overcame my fear of the dark.
Ooh.
Kind of just
Turned on the
worked on
lights.
strengthening my spiritual muscle of
He
my
just started turning on lights in rooms. Like,
I somehow-
guys, I overcame the
mind.
fear.
Meditating a lot at around the age of 22 or 23. Rajas, my
Hey,
co-founder
that's
of Beerbiceps, I
nice.
meditated with him a lot as well.
Like he's our age now.
Now, after working together
No.
for 2 or 3 years, we worked out of a garage inside my building. And we often begin our day by meditating together,
Of course.
just to kind of make our edit room a little more positive. I remember this one time we meditated at night
Maybe we should.
at about 12.
Yeah, every time before stream, you're like, yoga.
Like when the stream opens, there's like that whoa music playing. We're like,
Oh. Welcome to Water Over Toilet, people. Today we will be shit talking Mr. Ranveer Allahabadia.
with the most
Brilliant.
spiritually sane mind.
You always meditate in darkness for deeper meditations.
Ooh.
And usually meditations feel very positive.
Mm-hmm.
This particular meditation in my head was feeling extremely dark. The thing is, when you meditate with someone else, you kind of do share a certain energy. You share experiences. Both of y'all can sense the positivity or negativity of that particular meditation session.
Wait a second, something happened, I think. Yeah, randomly, brother, I cannot. Camo decided to just like leave me and be like,
I think I got a call or something, no?
no.
No, bro, it's Ranveer's spirit plane astral bullshit.
Yeah, he came into my fucking. I don't know. Even last time this was happening. God knows why.
I think it's a pretty scary thought to imagine in the dark corner of your room there exists a Ranveer waiting to talk about spirituality to you.
So while we were meditating, I definitely felt something dark. And that line from Autobiography of a Yogi kicked in. That if you stare fear in the eye, it ceases to exist.
Okay. If I,
Guys,
And I felt like we pushed out some kind of a negative energy from that room and from the environment we were in, which was my building. After waking up from that meditation, I looked at Rajas. He looked at me. Before I could say anything, he said, "Did you feel that?"
he
I
felt.
love that edit, guys. He fucked with it. Like the minute he went to meditate, he immediately got up, started playing spooky music.
He started like
all that
fucking
shit.
like blowing air into his like face, like.
And just to see like what Ranveer reacted to. What he probably expected was Ranveer was like, knock it off, yeah, this is serious. But Ranveer started like,
Ranveer went even deeper into the meditation. Dark energy. And at the end, he just came back and he's like, "Oh, did you feel that, brother?" It's like, yes. Yes.
I wonder if like he started like farting all over the room to add to the dark energy bit.
Very dark energy.
We both felt like there was some other dark energy with us, and we
Yeah.
both pushed it out together.
Pushed it out.
Now, I'm not going to name the person, but I do have a friend who is considered to be psychic.
Of course, he has a psychic friend, like a fucking moron.
I know what the psychic friend did to gain his trust as a psychic too. You know what he did? He was like, now think of a number between 1 and 10. He was like, whoa!
Add 5 to it. Add -5. Oh, I guessed your number. I forgot there was like some math trick like
Add
this.
10 minus 10.
Yeah, and then you have to. I forgot.
Person eventually visited our office. And the moment he came to our office, without visiting any other room, he went to the end of the corridor.
I think it was smelling badly.
Scanned my
Yeah,
building.
because of the
My
editors.
mom's room, the same room I was sleeping in when that witch incident had happened, is right above the room that this guy went to straight up. And he said that this room has a lot of dark energy. This room
It's
has
dark.
had some kind of a demon or a ghost within it.
He
And
just said like a
since you guys have started
demon,
meditating,
ghost, werewolf,
it's probably
something's
pushed
there,
it out.
Ranveer.
Yeah.
Because meditation makes
There's
the
something dark,
environment
Ranveer.
possible.
It's like generic evil, Ranveer.
Now,
Oh,
I remember getting a little freaked out. And I went to my grandfather, who is pretty much the owner of that building.
he is going and bothering
Other,
family.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mummy, ghost. Dadaji, ghost.
About
Yeah.
that particular room. Now, he had been running that hospital since the 1960s. But he had a lot to say about that part of the building.
I love how he has a big office and all that, and it's just his Dadaji's building. All this hustle build up he does about like, dude, I was grinding it as a 15-year-old and all that, and he just uses his Dadaji ka property as an office. All right.
That there were patients over that span of 50 years who said that sometimes at night they would feel a woman sitting on top of their chest. Patients would visit
It's
that hospital
Dadiji.
and when they'd be recovering in those 2 rooms, some of them would even report that a woman pushed them off their hospital beds.
He had a
They'd see a
great
flash
sense of
of a
humor.
really scary looking woman.
Whoa,
and
look
it
at
would
that.
go to the
Like,
hospital.
good edit, Mr. Editor.
They'd see a flash
Whoa.
of a really
Whoa. Wait, let's catch that ghost.
push them off.
Oh, hey,
hospital
that's the
bed.
ghost from...
Whoa.
They'd see a flash of a really
Fuck, I missed
Oh.
it. God damn it. Ah.
scary
Very
looking
spooky.
Wait, I will catch it.
hospital beds.
Catch it.
Catch the Pokemon.
They'd see a
Catch it.
flash.
Fuck. I will catch it today. As I delay the stream by
woman
fucking 1
push them
hour.
off their hospital beds.
No, catch it.
They'd see a flash of
Yo.
It looks so dumb actually. It just looks like Michael Jackson or something.
It actually looks like Michael Jackson.
a really scary looking woman, and it would go away. All this is right under the exact spot where I had that experience.
Oh!
As of now, that hospital is defunct. It's not being used. And fortunately, we don't feel that kind of a negative presence there. Since the day my psychic friend examined that building, we did pujas there, we did havans there, we've lit candles there. Just to kind of make
Candles.
the environment more positive.
Yeah.
Yes,
wow,
candles.
To get the right
And
scented
here's
candle.
another reason why I've embraced
Organic
spiritualism
scented
so
candles.
strongly in my life.
Gluten-free candle, yo.
I felt the presence of darkness around me when I was a child. I felt the presence of darkness around me when
Oh my god, Camo again switched off. The fuck?
No, bro, it's the presence of darkness.
I don't know why it keeps doing it. Oh my god.
I like that the viewer count goes up every time your camo goes away. Like, ah! Have you watched Welcome Home? Shit, bro, we're gonna watch that trailer. We're so sorry we forgot last time.
Last time
Yeah,
we said we will, but we
Yeah.
forgot. We will watch
Yeah,
it today.
we'll watch it this time. Yeah, we'll watch it after this thing. Oh no, we haven't watched the movie. We've actually been reading books.
As a proof, I have a book next to me. As a reader myself,
a
I
proof.
always have a book to show that I am a reader. And also a Kindle,
I
because
read.
I also
I read.
I also
I
care
read.
about the environment. Anyways.
while I was
Nah,
growing
I
up.
don't, bro. Cut the fucking tree.
I feel like everyone's scared of the dark. But my fear of the dark was something deeper than just the fear of a lack of
Oh,
light.
okay, Mr. Flexman.
Yeah, I have a deeper fear of darkness. I'm not some pussy ass brother.
Yo, I don't have caveman instincts, all right.
Yeah.
My fear is more A24.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't
Got
gonna do that
themes.
conjuring type stuff.
Yeah, I'm not no James Wan, dude. I got some like Ari Aster type shit going on, bro. I'm fucking cringe. Deeper.
My fear of the dark was the fear of some entity that always stepped
Brother, everyone who's scared of like ghosts in the chat, whoever is scared of ghosts, it's the same. It's the entity. It's the woman. Why is he pretending like he has some like so unique take on ghosts? And
Bro, he got hipster ghost.
yeah,
I've not
instead of calling it Chandramukhi or Kaumulika, he calls it like entity, dark entity, demon energy, satanic verse or fucking whatever.
stared at me
Salman
right from
Rushdie. Because he's Muslim.
the time I was a child till the time I was a teenager. Until I learned to just face it and go with it. Until I learned to push it out through the positivity of my spiritual practices.
He started. What if like every time next time like his fucking ghost is sitting on him, he started doing push-ups like beer biceps. That's how he grew his like chest muscles.
This is a side of myself I don't reveal on the internet. But there's a reason I'm fascinated by the occult.
What? What's an occult? Oh, nice
Occult is,
pause.
Occult is creep.
I've had occult experiences, many of which I've not spoken about online.
Yeah.
Many of which I might speak about from here onwards.
If I
Ooh.
get the right
If you
views,
enjoyed this
amount of
podcast.
views.
Yeah, amount of views with this video.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button.
All
Share
right.
this video. And if you feel you're going through any kind of occult experiences, I'm not the right guy to give advice, but I do believe
But
that
I will
spiritual
give you advice.
practices help combat the occult. God bless you. Stay in the light.
Okay, see, he could have told this whole story,
In
and when ending
4
it, he could have been like,
minutes.
"Yeah, that was really creepy, right?" Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, share, like a normal person, instead of like, "Please like the video."
It's important if you're going through like he may like that's what's the like talking about ghosts in podcasts is like the most cliche thing. Every podcast does it. Like we do no, we never did it, but like most friends when they sit and discuss, they're like, oh, what's your horror story? And sometimes when you don't have a horror story, you make some shit up. But the angle he goes with it is like, dude, this is real. And if you are going through it, my channel will help you, and I have advices on spirituality. Like, why propagate this nonsense instead of just being like, bro, I probably fucking like was tripping or whatever. But no, it is real, and I saw it. Like, why?
No, listen, what you went through is real, bro. I got the solution. That's how he works, right?
Yeah, so stupid.
Let's watch the Welcome Home trailer.
Oh, you wanna watch it in the middle? I thought then.
We said
Okay,
that last
okay,
week.
fine. Before we forget.
Yeah, before we fucking forget and then regret.
Okay.
We're watching the Welcome Home trailer because we promised Jay Yadav we'd watch it last time and we didn't and we forgot and
I think
mad.
no, I think I opened it. Yeah, I don't remember.
अगर आपकी आयु 18 वर्ष से कम है तो कृपया आगे ना बढ़ें।
Hey,
अगर
Prasanna, get the fuck out.
आप को स्वीकार नहीं करते हैं तो ये आपके लिए नहीं है। अगर आप कमजोर दिल के हैं तो इसे बिल्कुल भी ना देखें। अगर आप इसे फिर भी देखना चाहते हैं तो वेलकम होम।
ये आपका पहला बच्चा है?
The TV ad, right? I don't know the trailer.
Let me check.
मतलब और बच्चे हैं?
I searched for a trailer.
बच्चे तो मर जाते हैं।
मतलब
Is there a proper trailer?
थोड़ा रोते हैं, फिर मर जाते हैं।
There must be a trailer.
I think the ad thing is making it look worse than it is.
Yeah, I think it's the music and all that. I think this is the. No, this is the.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, this is too small.
Yeah, damn.
I want
Oh,
to
that's
watch
it,
it though. Like
Yeah,
I think
don't wanna watch
I,
that clip.
the trailer makes it look much dumber than actually.
Oh,
Is there any? Oh, is this no?
no. There's one I found. KVS it says. Yeah, that's the
I
one.
think
that's
this
the one.
is.
अगर आपकी आयु
Okay, I
18 वर्ष
hope this has no fucking spoilers.
No, it's the same thing again and again.
Oh fuck.
We will watch it, Jay Yadav, but the
We'll
trailer.
watch it. There was no trailer, man. Sorry. Okay, yeah, back to another spooky thing.
Spooky
Let's
thing.
fun-
Ranveer's career. Oof. Got him. Okay, wait.
That actually did get me. I didn't fucking see that.
Okay, possessions explained.
Welcome to TRS Clips. Just know we've built this channel so that you binge
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
podcast through the highlights of different episodes. One of Satan's servants.
All right.
He has, I think,
Oh,
7
no.
hereditary. It was about one of Satan's servants. He has, I think, 7 demons, which are not to be mixed with 7 sins. It's 7 servants of his. And the way we pray to deities, like how you spoke about Shiva and Shakti right now, you're supposed to pray to one of the demons for that demon's particular abilities.
Okay.
I'm not even going to take the name of the demon,
Damn.
though it's in my head. And every
Fuck.
He can't take it in his. Okay.
time it's in my head, I wash it off with one of our mantras.
What a pussy ass.
Starts from
Yeah,
P.
fuck off. What's the name of the demon?
I don't know.
A demon with seven demon servants. No, play.
It was such a creepy movie. You could feel the
Which
presence
movie?
of that particular demon in that movie in scenes. The way you spoke about demon in that movie is one of our mantras. It starts from P.
P. It's
Oh my god, I know the name. It's called Paimon from Hereditary. Paimon. Paimon.
Oh.
Paimon. That's the demon that possesses the family, right?
Oh.
That's the one that starts possessing people. Paimon. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. It starts with P, and he can't talk about it because he thinks.
because he fucking did not get the whole point of the grief and all that. He just saw Banchot payment. Hey.
Bro, we're in the Paimon universe, bro.
So dumb.
It was such a creepy movie. You could feel the presence of that particular demon
Yes.
in that movie in scenes. The way you
Hereditary
spoke
is a
about
great
Kantara,
movie.
and you said that maybe the deity
Kantara.
possessed
Right.
the hero.
Right.
Here you can see within the acting of those actors that it's not them doing it.
What? the
Brother.
fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Just because you don't know how to direct or like act doesn't mean no one can act. Like Toni Collette, not a good performance. She was possessed. Like what the fuck
Yeah,
are you
bro.
on?
Did you guys know they actually killed that child so Tony Collette could act?
do, you,
fuck?
do you know that they actually decapitated the child? Like what the fuck is this? So
What the fuck is he on? Wait, when was this published? I think this is more recent, right?
a month ago.
A month ago. Yeah, wow, he's actually gone. He's gotten so much worse now.
He's gone
the
more
hell?
stupid.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't even believe that
Ruined my
horror
track.
movies have acting. He thinks that is also real.
I think like a ghost possessed everybody on set, and Ari Aster let the camera run. All the set assistants, the light men, the grips, the everybody there, right? The mic operator was just kind of following the haunting along. The fuck? So
It
stupid.
do be like that sometimes with horror movies.
He got cut off.
Hello,
Huh?
it do be like that sometimes with horror movies. I said.
So dumb, my lord.
Like I was trying to show Sanchit the movie, and he just stopped watching the first 10 minutes. He was like, "I'm not gonna see this."
What?
And it's not even scary the first 10 minutes, but you feel the creepy shadowiness of it taking over.
Brother, it's called fucking atmosphere. And that's all it is. It's called good filmmaking. My god.
Oh, bro, the creepy shadowiness of the movie.
So dumb.
Wow, what a fuck. That's actually a really dumb fucking take.
Fucking for some. Like, that's the thing. If he's a moron, right? Which he is. If he just accepts that, I am like, okay, well, you know what? He has like his thing. It's like it's entertaining to people to watch or whatever. But he keeps calling himself the smartest podcast. Like it's right there on his under his like thing, like the
He's packaging this as like something legitimate, which
it's
like whatever he's talking about ghosts and spirits, fine. Say it's legitimate or whatever,
Yeah.
right? As fact as it is, this is straight up lying.
yeah, like movies don't have good acting. What is he on? Fucking
They don't have good directing, good editing, good color correction. It's all like just gauche, bro.
Yes, demon was there inside the movie. So dumb.
I won't even tell the name because it's so evil. Payman. Payman. That's the name. Paymon.
Earlier, I used to recommend the movie. I don't recommend that people watch the movie after speaking to Ambika Devi. What is this whole side of things, sir? And does Hinduism have an equivalent of this? And when we say that particular demon, let's call it P demon.
Oh my
You know, P demon. It's not a joke.
Hey, he got it too.
But when you worship these things like P demon. I'll tell you the Christianity aspect of it. They say
If
that
I was
initially
Ari
it will
Aster, I would
give
be
you a lot of the
with
things
it.
you want, your material wishes, but it takes something in
It's
return.
such a good
And if
ego
you
boost for me.
Yeah, like Ventures, they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even think I have the.
Yeah, they didn't like. I wrote something so good. This moron thinks it's real. God damn, I'm pretty good at this.
don't obey it enough, it comes after you. It makes your life hell. It gives you scary experiences, painful experiences. There are also then lots of conspiracy theories attached to it, saying
Yes, this is one of them.
that a lot of the successful, materially successful people in the West have prayed to either one of these demons or Satan. Again, this is not my input or a reality that I vouch for. These are all conspiracy theories. It's just things I want to discuss.
Okay.
So,
Oh
what's
my
your
God.
opinion on all this?
So from
It's
our
stupid. Say it.
perspective,
Say it's stupid.
I can only speak from what.
Yeah.
Though I do have some experience with, I've had some experience with Western occultists too. even
Of course.
Before I fully
He gets other stupid people, of course.
into Tantra, I knew quite a few who were very powerful, but that's different matter. But
Do they do like a Western version of Tantra?
These people are literally the people we as kids we saw in like random like on the road essentially, and they used to say all this nonsense and we were like, hey, what the fuck are you talking? Now they just show up in Ranveer's podcast and suddenly they're legitimate. So stupid. Instead of speaking in the native language, they speak in English and they use Shure mics to make it sound even more professional, and it's a real like what.
Bro, you wanna know something about the P demon?
What?
You know where else the P demon name comes in
Where?
besides Hereditary? Fucking Genshin Impact.
Oh.
What the fuck? Oh my lord, that fucking anime game must be Ranveer's worst nightmare. Paimon! The cute anime girl is coming after me.
no, they have their processes. I won't call it Tantra because Tantra is Devata Upasana. It's just the colloquial understanding that has mixed it up with all sorts of Kala, Jadoo and black magic and no. Tantra is Devata Upasana. Tantra is Shiva, Shakti Upasana. That's all.
You pray to God.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what. It's a method of praying.
Solid God.
That's all. Coming to
You pray to God, got it.
Coming to the Hindu Dharma, there are negative entities. There are realms of negative entities. Okay. There
Okay.
are bhutas, which are spirits. There are pretas, which are angry spirits.
Mm.
Okay. Then there are
Bhuta Pretas, which are angry spirits.
pishachas, which are very malevolent kind of entities. Very malevolent. If one of them comes, God forbid that anybody even comes into contact with any of them, it's destructive to the power infinity. Okay. Then there are Rakshasas, which are like Ravana was a Rakshas, okay, who Lord Rama had defeated. And then beyond the Rakshasas, there are also the Asuras. Asuras are extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. When there are some beautiful writings on this, who do tremendous amount of tapasya, by the way. End up doing is that they will worship one of these great gods that we have. Shiva, Shakti, Brahma, some of the great gods. But except much higher up. So they worship them, attain boons and blessings and power.
Oh my god, this guy is so
He becomes one
boring.
with the Devata. He's like his devotion becomes that.
Not a
high kind.
comment on his
But
religion,
here,
just on him.
because they want to usurp things, take things for themselves. So our Shastras mention one of the first things Asuras do is that they stop the yagyas to all the gods.
Brother, explain
God is
possessions.
going to fight for you, and their powers are much higher.
Still
than the
on
average
this.
human being.
It's
So we are there with you.
1.25, right?
Just
Oh my
watch.
god.
We
And
are
it's
fully there in physical prowess, everything. Okay, exceptional caliber people. So the Asuras had to incarnate to fight them. Today, which was influencing them, and for a very long time they will remain there until and unless somebody who's very higher or something takes pity on them and liberates them from there. If you take it might seem that if you these things when you see, if you think about it in a very shallow manner, in a limited manner, you think that this is so unfair, right? They were tricked into it. But if you take a large enough time scale, you'll see that there's nothing that happens without some karmic link in some past life or something. I know an instance here, and I had a friend who was an excellent exorcist. He was very
Of
good.
course.
He's not in India. I won't mention any details about him here. So he used to
because
tell
I'm
me,
making it up as I'm going along.
and because we had similar interests, and he was one of the very genuine people. So that's why my interest was there, because I normally, if there's not genuine, I lose interest and I move on. But he was
Do you speak Tamil or Telugu? Oh, we addressed this.
We-
I'm Tamil, he's Telugu.
Yes, sir.
and he had equally a proper understanding of our systems. He was not Indian. He was a very good exorcist. So he used to tell me that when he sees a person, he sees if there is a spirit or something attached, anything, he sees them also. Okay. And at a young age, he used to see people roaming around. First, he used to think that everybody sees it. Then he saw that only he's able to see, others can't see. Then he had a guru who taught him what to do and how to process this information into a meaningful manner. Okay, use it in a meaningful manner.
This is
So
actually
he
pretty
told-
tedious.
Yes,
We
sir.
can skip a chunk. I don't think this is Ranveer's thing.
about you. Everything. Okay, whatever things you're doing in public, whatever you're doing in private, etc.
That's why I'm just bored. Fuck this. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lady. My mother was an exorcist, cursed at Kumbh Mela. Scary, real horror story. Okay, let's see something else actually.
What is real love? Don't make sex your entire life. Warning, don't do this.
Scary. What do I click on?
Some fucking dark web. Hey, there we can actually comment on that. Aliens in dark webbies.
But the thing is, it says drugs and porn and shit, which I think it is true. So
Is it like we're not gonna get terms of service for that.
No,
it's up on YouTube.
no,
bro.
not that. I feel like there's. Okay, let's see.
Welcome to TRS Cliffs, India's fastest.
Drugs, porn, and murder on the dark
But,
web. God
I mean,
damn,
that's
this is
the
some
position
like
I'm
dinosaur understanding of it,
Complete
bro.
rookie when it comes to knowing about the dark web, so you're the expert.
So, but let's understand, right? Dark web doesn't always mean bad. I'll explain you this.
Oh, okay, this is legitimate.
Google. So, if I asked you what is the internet,
That's why I thought like it might not be that funny. This guy might actually know what he's talking about. That's the thing with Ranveer. There are sometimes he actually gets normal people and they end up saying normal things. And then there are times when he gets like not so smart people.
Astral travel.
My conversations with God.
Fiza Charania asks, would like to know your perspectives on theism and spirituality. I'm not going to tell you my perspective. I'm going to tell you the perspective of one of my greatest childhood idols, Cristiano Ronaldo. I've looked at him
Raging
jump
Bull,
right in the air.
Goodfellas, Casino, or The Irishman? Which is your favorite Joe Pesci movie? Oh, good question.
We only.
I think his performance in Raging Bull is the most unique out of all those movies. I think in all Goodfellas, Casino, and Irishman, he plays kind of a samey character. But I think he probably had the best performance in Irishman, I guess. Irishman or Casino. Because in like...
I thought you would say
like
Goodfellas. Yeah.
No, Goodfellas I like the most out of all of these. But in Goodfellas, he kind of just plays the angry dude, like the psychopath. In The Irishman, you actually see him age and become like frail.
I liked Irishman more than Goodfellas. So yeah.
No, his performance.
Yeah,
right?
even
Joe
his
Pesci.
performance also I think I like more.
Yeah, I think Irishman is the better film than Goodfellas, but Goodfellas is my favorite out of the thing. I've seen it too many times. I'll keep watching it. Although Raging Bull, his performance in Raging Bull is actually pretty sweet compared to like the whole swearing, attacking people kind of thing.
Scoring goals through back heels, doing these crazy things on the football pitch, and then I saw a documentary on him.
Turns out he's sad
11 years old and I had
sometimes.
no concept of God or spirituality, of a higher power even. In the documentary, Ronaldo said, as a kid, the one value he stood for was being God-fearing, being aware of a higher power. And that got me thinking, like, damn, this is the guy I look up to the most in the entire world. And if he's saying that, maybe there is this concept of God.
That's so. Again, the guy who's supposed to be all smart and individual, like, oh, my favorite player said he likes God, so I like God now. All right.
I don't think it's that bad. It's like he's influenced by him, so he thought that. He wasn't the free thinker at age 11, right?
Achha, okay, that's as a kid. Okay, fine, fair.
As I grew up, I got into basketball and MMA.
Calm down
MMA,
on
this
the
guy
hate,
called
bro.
John Jones, the light
Worst
heavyweight champion of the
than
world.
just being,
killer
like,
fighter.
religious.
This Philippians 4:13 tattoo. Philippians 4:13 says, "To do all things through Him who gives me strength." In basketball, LeBron James, the Cristiano Ronaldo of basketball.
I think he's gonna just
was
say all the
after they
sports
scored
player
30,
believe in God, so I
stand
believe
out
in
from the
God.
crowd. In order to stand out from
Yeah,
the
that's
crowd,
what
because
he's
of a lot
doing.
of mental conditioning where you've had a lot of thought behind what you do. You've
He's
had
not
to
doing
fight, you've
anything
had
else.
to pull intense journey growing. If you've got purpose attached to your own career, you look at your purpose as the sport you're playing. And you
I
look
always
at
love
your
how
own
he
life.
keeps getting all these famous people's clips and suddenly he just inserts himself here and there.
Makes sense.
Because he
God.
is
That's why I
famous,
do
bro.
believe in God. Just like John Jones, I've got Philippians 4:13 tattooed on my arm. And I also
Not cringe.
It's not.
Okay.
Just want to highlight that in my lowest moments in my
I
career,
feel like you're
don't
really
really
mad at
I
him.
turned
But
to
there are
God.
some things he does that's not really like cringe.
It's a huge aspect of everything.
He's
I do.
religious, so he
Biggest
tattooed
anchor
himself.
For me in my entire
What's wrong with
career.
that?
And honestly, nothing.
But he's
against
religious
positive,
because
gives hope, and above
someone
all,
else
it kind
said
of gives more meaning to your journey.
Bro, he
If you don't call
started
it
that
God,
as a
if you
kid.
don't
Now it means
call it a
something
higher
to
Oh,
him.
power,
fuck,
just call it
no.
relax. Give back to
Wait,
society.
now it must have gone blank. Oh no, it's fine.
If that's the sense you make out of it, if that's your purpose,
I
call
thought this is boring. बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री का काला सच.
बॉलीवुड का असली सच. मैं एक मसाला बॉलीवुड पेज नहीं हूँ, इसलिए मैं गॉसिप नहीं दूंगा आपको, पर बॉलीवुड के
Yeah, you say that.
बताऊंगा. मैं कौन होता हूँ बताने के लिए? मैं तो सिर्फ एक यूट्यूबर हूँ, पर मैं एक मीडिया प्रोफेशनल भी हूँ. मेरे प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्क में बहुत सारे ऐसे. पहले तो आपको फेम के बारे में समझाऊंगा. हर किसी को फेमस बनना है. हर किसी को ये चाहिए कि यार मेरे इंस्टा पर मिलियन फॉलोअर्स होने चाहिए, मेरे यूट्यूब पर मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर्स होने चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि इंडिया एक स्टेटस ड्रिवन सोसाइटी है. हमें सम्मान चाहिए रहता है. अगर हमने कोई भी डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल चीज करी है तो हमारी फैमिली हमें
Skip ahead.
हमारी
This is meaningless like bullshit.
सुपरस्टार नहीं बन पाता. काफी सारे लोग बॉलीवुड को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, वीडियोस बनाए जाते हैं कि यार बॉलीवुड में कैसे चुक्के भरे हुए हैं. आपको पता भी है कि उन लोगों के स्ट्रगल्स क्या होते हैं?
Have you
उन लोगों की
watched
mentality
Euphoria?
कितनी
I
strong
haven't.
होती है.
I saw season 1, half of season 1. I liked it, but I never finished it. I think it looks. I think more than the story, I just love the presentation of the film. I mean, not the film, this show. I think it's a really good like teen show. I think it's one of the best teen shows to come out. Actually, it is.
Better than
Yeah, 13
13.
Reasons Why. Yeah, it is a much better 13 Reasons Why.
इतना डिसिप्लिन चाहिए रहता है उस मुकाम तक पहुंचने के लिए कि आपको ये पता है कि वहाँ कितने मेंटल हेल्थ इशूज होते हैं, कि आपको ये पता है कि उनकी फैमिलीज किन चीज़ों से गुजरते हैं. एनीवे, पहले खुद के फेम के बारे में बात करूंगा. अक्सर काफ़ी सारे यूट्यूबर्स को लगता है कि दे हैव अराइव्ड इन लाइफ,
बस वो
वो पहुंच चुके हैं, वो फेमस बन चुके हैं.
That's what I'm telling you. Just
अगर आप
cut,
एक
cut,
10 मिलियन
cut,
के
cut through,
यूट्यूबर
cut
भी
through.
हो,
fame.
मैं आपको ये याद
Bollywood are drugs.
ये होते हैं बॉलीवुड के असर. हमेशा खुद को चैलेंज करते रहते हैं बॉलीवुड एक्टर्स, और अगर आपने खुद को चैलेंज नहीं किया आप फेड आउट हो जाओगे. बचपन
If
में
you don't
मेरे
challenge
फेवरेट
yourself,
एक्टर्स थे
fade
इमरान
out.
खान, आमिर खान,
Wait, I
शाहरुख
just
खान.
wanted to bring up. Is there an English version of this?
नहीं.
I don't know if everyone in
नहीं,
our
नहीं.
chat knows Hindi.
हरमन बवेजा का नाम सुना? उनकी इतनी हाइप थी जब वो
Ah,
That's a fair thing.
डेब्यू किया था उन्होंने, वो लव स्टोरी 2015 में. आज वो
no
कहाँ?
subs.
यार इनकी बातें छोड़ दो. मेरे एक
Mr.
फेवरेट
Available Ranveer.
बचपन में वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट एक्टर्स फ्रॉम माय चाइल्डहुड, सनी देओल. आई एम श्योर
Okay, it's such generic stuff. Do this or life will fuck you. Let's go.
लोग बहुत सारे पैसे खर्च करते हैं ऑनलाइन
Ayaz, is that Hindi?
ट्रेनर्स पर. और
I think, but you can understand. I think.
No, bro. There's no visual storytelling there.
Okay. Let's ask.
It's not said it's Hindi, right? It's said like in English only.
No, this is his Hindi channel. I guess Ranveer Alhabadi. Can we ask in the chat if everyone is comfortable in Hindi?
How many people here understand?
Do not understand Hindi.
Do not. Till then, we'll watch one of the like English shit.
Okay. I just will. I think we saw this guy. The complete astral travel, or why semen
that's
retention
right.
is such an important element.
Astral travel. नहीं भाई मुझे हिंदी नहीं आती. Damn.
Damn, it do be like
All right,
that.
that's one word.
What do you want? Why semen?
Astral travel. We can go to the whole Ranveer's. What's the contradictory kind of focus on sex later. We can go through the ghost.
Astral travel.
Yeah.
I feel like some books are actually alive, but you only understand their life once you read them.
100%. So book is a documented form of the knowledge of the guru. A book is not just a book.
Yeah.
It's a living master in a book form.
100%.
Yes.
I understand that. I think you understand that more deeply once you read a lot of spiritual books. The other book I'd really highly recommend to people is anything written by Sadhguru himself. But also there's this one book called Doorways to Light. It's a very easy read.
Sadhguru.
Yeah, he has a podcast also done with Mr. Sadhguru, of course.
Mr. Sadhguru, or one of the best spiritual leaders of the world.
About the astral world. And that is a topic I want to tackle right now on
Yes.
the podcast. Now, this book is written by someone called Guruji Krishnanand. They have a massive meditation center in Bangalore. It's
Hey,
between
we can go.
the Bangalore airport and the main city in a village called Taponagara, I think that's the name of it. I highly recommend you read that book if you're interested in this concept of your soul leaving your body and traveling around the world. Like as in, your consciousness in your mind
He makes it
going
sound so
using
fun.
that pole vaulting technique, getting past
You should
your
watch
own physical
Sadhguru
body.
instead of this guy. No, there's more.
And then
We will watch Sadhguru.
going
We'll
into
get
the
to
world.
Sadhguru Yogi.
Yes.
It's a very
Shadow.
deep book.
Yes.
Not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people laugh upon this.
Yeah.
I also
Yes.
strongly recommend this one sentence which you should register in your head. True knowledge is knowing that you know nothing. I just feel that with the topic we're going to talk about right now, it might seem a little crazy, but keep listening. So, sir, I'm going to let you elaborate on
Okay, fine.
what is the physical body versus what is the
We don't know anything, so that's yeah.
So we're talking about astral bodies.
Beerbiceps, hell yeah, brother.
It's a different
yeah.
plane altogether.
He's
so
got
what happens-
beer biceps.
Yeah, Sadhguru has only beard.
Means that many
Sadhguru,
people
very int-based
who
RPG
are-
character.
The beginners may not even believe it. Saying that aisa hota nahi, how can you just go out and travel the world and come back? But there are enough evidences of people actually having out of the body experiences. And many people say, once the person is dead, can he come back? Of course he can.
Of course.
We are not going to tell you about the out of the body experiences. But let me tell you, I have
You just
personally
get lost here.
gone through these experiences.
Same.
So exactly. So what is happening is that till you experience it, it's like talking about sugar to somebody who has never tasted it,
100%.
and saying how does sugar actually taste? I think it's very sweet. What do you mean by sweet? Sweet means this. Like, I don't understand this. Sweet means Sweet means not bitter. It's like, okay, it's not bitter. It's but what is sweet? It's okay. Wait, open your mouth. Take this.
What's up? Camo or Mike? Both. Yep, Mike.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, why'd you pause?
Yeah, my mic fell.
Hell.
Wait. I was just pulling it. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying like there was an explanation he gave right there. Like if you had to explain someone what is like sugar or sweetness, you call it the opposite of bitterness, and people will be like, "Oh, I get it. I guess." That's all.
Now you don't have to speak. Now you experience what is sweetness. So I think coming back to astral travel, I think it happens with a lot of people who practice it. So it's like any other vidya. It's not like a rocket science. But if you're actually in that space, you can actually go to the body.
Your soul leaves the body.
Absolutely, and then comes back.
Yeah.
Because this body is only an instrument. And that's why when you look at the whole concept of punarjanma, so what is it's happening? So the body is changing.
Rebirth. This is
Exactly. The rebirth is that I am now, this soul is in this particular body, or this soul is actually using this body. The body will get worn off like an old cloth, bahut baar pehen liya, so let me go to a new one. So actually the body is traveling from one birth to another, and it is using different bodies in its spiritual journey. So as somebody put it, we are not human beings on a spiritual journey. It's actually we are spiritual souls on a human journey. Coming to astral travel, there are people who actually can use this body, go to this body, maybe enter into another body, use that body and come back.
wow.
So
Wow.
now this is at the more the physical level, but people can actually go to different planes.
I also feel that all these things are beyond science, but you should also understand that science isn't as advanced as you think it is. There's still a lot for science to discover, especially in the Western world.
This is one of his biggest I think this is his big draw. I think for a lot of Indian audiences, like, guys, whatever West is saying, it is West science. We did it all first. That like throughout his videos, and like this I used to see in like WhatsApp forwards by uncles and all that. It's like, how we already invented flight in Mahabharata or something like that. Where it's
That's not what gets me about it. What gets me about it is this very open kind of, like, he can say whatever he wants about, like, oh, Indians did it first, all of that. That's fine. What gets me is that in this particular video, he's doing this. When you click to his like sciencey video, he's talking about the wonders of science, the wonders of technology.
no, but he
Then in this video, he goes like, "Bro, it's actually not that cool, bro. I was just joking. I was playing.
like I
We are
think
Indians."
he tends to do that, but I think nowadays he completely now he got he's in that character where it's like, oh, we Western science is stupid, like anything from West is stupid. Asia has it all figured it out, and we did it first, and they have to catch up and stuff like that, which I feel like is genuinely quote unquote dangerous, because it encourages people to believe in stupid shit. Like all the people who are actually trying to not fall for WhatsApp forwarders and all that, they see dog shit like this and they fall for this instead, and then the next time they see some like stupid stuff, they're like, oh, it is science only. I think it's very dangerous, and I think it's actually like all his audience who watch him for like quote unquote scientific and smart conversations are stupid people, or he's making them even more stupid, which is very sad. I think that is my big issue with him.
I see you really do not like this guy.
That is obvious. Yeah.
I don't like him, but I don't think I hate him as much as you. To me, he's just kind of like an idiot. He's just like an idiot.
No, but that's such a basic like take on like he's such an idiot. Is like, yeah, he is, but his audience is huge, and like his whole posturing is that he's the smartest like podcast, and like if I'm thinking of like some like 12-year-old or 13-year-old who is discovering this. Isn't it the same with Joe Rogan? And I think Joe Rogan is also kind of stupid, but I feel whatever.
I think the difference between this dude and Joe Rogan is that
Joe Rogan has stupid. No. I don't. No.
Yeah, but no, I completely agree. Joe Rogan does the same thing. Joe Rogan just has just the ratio of like better content to worse content is just higher with Joe Rogan. But he also does this stupid shit.
Yeah,
he also talking about the vaccines are dumb.
Yeah. He has some stupid ass takes, but I think he doesn't like He doesn't go into the conspiracy mode as much as this guy does.
Oh, he constantly does it on his podcast with the right guests.
Yeah.
Like you will have leftists on his podcast and he's agreeing with them politically. Then you will have conservatives on his podcast. He's agreeing with them politically. Or let's say like without that even. There's this, I forgot the name of the channel. This guy made like 2 compilations on how Joe Rogan is kind of a coward. Joe Rogan was talking trash about Tarantino and the whole Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Bruce Lee controversy, right? Mm-hmm. It was like fucking Tarantino is disrespecting the master in that movie. For context, your camo fucked up.
Fuck.
Anyways, for context, in the movie, there's a Bruce Lee character and he gets beaten up by Brad Pitt. And a lot of people thought that was really disrespectful and really bad. Including Joe Rogan, who was like, fucking Tarantino, man. What a piece of shit for doing this. Then Tarantino comes on his show and Tarantino goes like, screw those people who think that. And he just kind of laughs along with it. He doesn't say anything. He just very openly agrees. No point of contention, nothing at all. He is doing what this guy is doing. He has a bigger platform as well. They both are the same breed of like stupid with a lot of people behind them.
To be fair, I didn't watch as much Joe Rogan as I've watched this guy, so I know.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just found like I just found all these compilations of like, okay, there's no context where the sentence, these vaccines, man, they shouldn't push it down our throats.
Yeah, vaccines, I know he had a very stupid like take on it. Wait. Yeah, it's the same as Joe Rogan's following is insane. It's scary because you don't really know what is factual and opinionated. Yeah, that is always the problem. And I guess they are both sort of in the same boat. And I feel like they're making people dumber, which is sad.
I think this dude more than Joe Rogan.
This guy is way more stupid though, to be fair.
Yeah, he's definitely worse than Joe Rogan.
Let's talk about things like this. And there's something you
I don't think he believes in like astral projections and stuff like that.
Actually, I have a question. Don't you think the kind of podcast they want to host, which is just like a platform, at least in Joe Rogan's case, which is just like a platform to discuss a variety of topics, right? Don't you think it's inevitable that this happens with that kind of thing? Because
I think what you talked about
is discuss. It's not
argue. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's why I don't think I have such a problem when Tarantino comes on and he doesn't want to be a dick about it. But what I like when there are like things like this where he's straight up propagating, like if I've seen a clip where he got some guy who believed in flat Earth, and he did not like go along with him, and he like Joe Rogan, and he actually properly like was like, what do you mean flat Earth? Like, what do you mean and all that. So at least that much he does. What this guy's problem is, whatever they say like astral projections and all that, he keeps doubling down and being like, yeah, I did it too. Fucking I astral projected to New York, came back. That is why I have a problem, at least. But to be fair, like both are sort of not good for society.
No, that was my question. Was like, do you think the position or this thing where they want to provide a platform for a variety of people to discuss, don't you think it inevitably devolves into this?
Like,
you can't really do anything about it when you've chosen to do this, because if you're going to
that's
interview everybody, if you're actually going to
you can interview people and still you can make it a way so that like your like thing is still intact. Like there are small issues like the Tarantino thing you were telling about, where you can be like, okay, fine, whatever, but overall you can stay like the same. I think now I would again recommend The Seen and the Unseen, and it's the best podcast. It is unironically the smartest podcast in India and all that. And in his thing where he actually he doesn't get guests that are always opposing to him, but the few times he actually gets them, he is not arguing with them, nor is he like straight up like him where it's like, yeah, I believe in astral. Like, even, I mean, the thing with his thing is that even his quote unquote people with not the correct opinions are much smarter than who he gets here. These people are a little more like, astral projections, semen retention. He never gets someone like that. I feel like you can always find a way to have an interview where you show people's thoughts and not like propagate them in your own words, at least, like how he's doing. And we skipped.
But
like,
the thing is,
give me 1 second. We skipped Jay Yadav's question on favorite Mahesh Babu movie. I think it is Kaleja. All right, anyways, go on.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying, what you said. Sure, like you can like make sure you don't involve yourself in it, but don't you think just like kind of giving a person who's talking about like voodoo magic or whatever, right? Like if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back, and they unironically believe it. When you put those people up on the stage, by doing so, you are automatically kind of influencing your audience, a certain section of your audience who are going to be like, hey, that kind of makes sense to me. I feel like even if, because one thing he can do is outright like call them to his show and then make fun of them for it, or argue with them. But then just by them like stating this, and by him saying perhaps you may see it that way, it's interesting you have that viewpoint, but in my anecdotal experience, I don't agree. Let's say he says this, which is a fairly chill way, right?
I think that is fine. I think that is how
just by having that person on the thing.
No, I don't think just because you have, that's the thing. If you,
I think the platform can have different hosts rather than having one for all topic discussion. A host that is more inclined in that field. Hello. Oh, hi Garima. Hello. Hi,
yeah.
I think just platforming it itself is what like causes this. Like
I think
really?
No, it's not just platforming it. Like Andrew Callahan or again Seen and the Unseen. Like even when they platform like Andrew Callahan especially, right? He gets extremely stupid people on his like.
Right, but his editing makes up for it.
Not just his editing. Like his like everyone there, he's never like to make them feel comfortable he's never saying like, oh, I believe in flat earth. He's always asking them questions, so people have that connect. Like how he can like get someone like who believes in astral projections and be like, I don't believe in it, but you have your opinions and you have your experiences and I'm willing to listen to them. I don't think that that's a different kind of audience. Like at the end of the day, everyone is here for him, for Ranveer.
But I will say that in Andrew Callahan's case, right, he has like
I
a
know
picture to
no,
show.
I know.
Whereas like if you just got the audio with no effects, hearing some guy rant about like this or that, it is bound to click with someone, even if like all you're doing is just kind of like letting him go off.
No, that's why I'm saying like if the like Andrew Callahan thing is like he makes up through editing, then you can have someone like seen and the unseen or in general journalistic interviews in general, they always interview people who are not, they may not agree with, but they still have an interview and that's still fine. I think that's what's the difference. And here the people are people are here for him, and when he is saying all this, that means he's getting an audience who's following along with him on this stupid journey.
For him.
Yeah. If he's being disconnected, people will be like, oh, interesting host, I don't believe in it, because most people go by the host, and if your host is not believing in it, 70-80% of the audience won't believe in it. But when he is saying like I had experiences, they are going with him.
To reading your textbooks,
that's
understanding that the world works according to physics, chemistry, biology, maths, when there might be a fifth subject which you don't even know about. So
Chemistry, English.
This
Fuck,
is
my joke failed.
So just listen to it with an open mind. Also understand that this is why I don't.
I think the platform can have different hosts rather than having one for an all-topic discussion. A host that is more
Yeah, we
inclined
read
in that
this.
field. Yeah, we read this. I didn't address it. Basically, like he does do that. It's just that no matter what host he gets, he ends up asking them like
No,
bits and
host
pieces
is
from a lot of shit.
he's the host all along. What do you mean?
Sorry, my grammar fucked off somewhere else. The platform can have different hosts. Yeah, but the thing is, like, this guy is the platform.
Yeah,
He's not the host. He is the platform itself.
Yeah.
Whoever is coming on to him, they have to step on him.
Non-veg and I don't drink alcohol, because if you make your body impure, you don't get beautiful experiences like this.
So remember one thing: Beerbiceps is beyond beer, and beyond biceps also.
Pretty much, yeah. And these are few of the factors which keep your body pure. There's a lot of mental factors as well, in terms of not getting agitated, not losing your peace, becoming angry, hurting other people. All that also kind of makes your system impure, and you're not able to have astral experiences. I'm not some astral traveler. I've just had like a few here and there when I'm in deep
Oh,
this is what I mean by he's not just like giving them platform. He's saying he did it.
I can feel like, you know, I do get an astral experience where I can see my body from like a bird's eye view.
Yeah, of course.
So has something like that happened to you?
So I think
Every day.
most of us go through it.
Okay.
So I think, but we're not aware of it consciously. So like, you know, have you felt sometimes, you know, that you're in a place completely for the first time, and for a second hits you and saying, I've been to this place before.
Yeah, deja vu, bro.
Deja vu, brother.
Deja vu.
You also said it.
So what's that experience? It's not by practical, but it's okay, I think I've been here.
Yeah.
I've seen this person. I've seen the same color, same room. This is not new.
This guy is actually an idiot.
You've come there for the first time. So that is actually a different experience. Maybe you can call it at a different plane, maybe out of the body. So it's not
He's
exactly
actually
out
a
of the body,
moron.
different
He's a
things. You know,
doctor. What the fuck?
Yes, brother.
Wait,
Radha Krishna
there's
Pillai.
this one explanation for deja vu. Now, again, as I'm not a scientist, I don't know. But I think the actual explanation was that like it's pattern. It's a pattern you may have been through.
Yeah.
And because that like vague pattern of experience is repeating, you feel like,
Oh, ye to ho gaya. Or this is fuck. I don't want to do what he's doing. Fuck. Then I won't give my take on it.
Okay.
No, it's astral projection, bro.
I know. I think at least what I understand, like I never read about deja vu. So what I think is like when your subconscious mind, you keep a lot more things than you think, right? So you must have actually been to it and you don't have any recollection of the place. So maybe you're like, oh, I was here. So something like that.
What is this? You can't explain it. So coming back to me also, I've seen people who have been almost declared dead medically.
See?
You know, there are some processes.
This is
there are other
dangerous.
processes and actually, after almost like 24 hours, he's come back.
This is so fucked up. I think it's genuinely fucked up. Like, to imagine like your 14-year-old or 15-year-old who's watching this, and like someone you know actually passes away, and you're like, oh, they will come back, I will astral project. That is such a fucked up thing to have to put in the. I feel like his audience is fairly young, or they're either young in mind or young in age, and both are bad, I feel, and it is dangerous. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's actually experienced that. I had gone, and then somebody stopped me. I went to a different plane. It's like no, you have to go back. So, and there are many books also. So I'm not saying it is about science. It's also about real experiences. So there's a very famous book called as the Law of the Spirit World. I don't know if you heard about it. It's actually written by a person who actually was made to write through a spirit.
Yes, brother. If you write a book, it is facts, as we all know. No one can write a book without facts. What is it? It's a book, guys. So it is serious now.
Oh yeah. So, and it is not. Don't get frightened. It's not horror.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
when you say somebody makes you write a book, it's not like some devil entering into you. So you're actually alive.
These
kind of questions just give birth for trash sci-fi. Yeah, pretty much actually. The fucking garbage sci-fi. Young in mind, yeah. That's. I don't think a lot of grown-ups actually listen to this dude.
No, I think there are. That's why I'm saying young.
Grown-up? Yeah, probably sure.
Yeah, brother, I've seen.
I think I'm seriously underestimating how big this guy is.
Yeah, you are. You are seriously underestimating how stupid there are. How many stupid people there are actually. So yeah.
To use your body, some divine soul.
Yeah.
So many people when they say it's like black magic, no, it's not black magic. It's
white magic.
Maybe white magic. Yeah.
What the fuck? He said it. What the fuck?
Hey, let's go.
So dumb.
So you're allowing yourself to get empty and said, okay. So there are a lot of souls in this particular world who wants to do a noble work, but they don't find a noble soul.
He's fucking talking about Kanchana, bro.
Wait. He just said there are a lot of souls who want to do noble work, but they don't find a noble soul.
Yes.
What does that mean?
They don't find a noble soul.
Go back like 5 seconds. Did he say that?
There are a lot of souls in this particular world who wants to do a noble work, but they don't find a noble soul. I want to do something very noble, but so here is a guy. They're actually going to request him, can I use your body? If you allow it, actually a lot of noble works happen. So let me tell you.
Bro, he's literal. This is Kanchana. This is Kanchana. Like, oh, there's a good noble soul who has to take revenge. Oh, let me just use my body. Fucking Kanchana, man. Lawrence did it first.
Indian Ghost basically is just like
every Indian horror movie is this a noble ghost.
Radha Krishna Pillai serve as ghostwriter on one of these things.
As a ghostwriter.
He's a fucking doctor.
Of what? I think he got a doctorate for being stupid.
He got a PhD from the University of Mumbai, Department of Philosophy.
Fake science.
But that's the thing though, fucking, if you read philosophy, aren't you
brother, I know for a fact that like PhDs are not as fucking like strict as we think they are. There are so many people with PhDs who are stupid.
Okay, sure, but like educate me on that. Don't you when you go for a PhD, aren't you supposed to do like a bunch of shit to get it?
You can, but there are always you know that all the lecturers who taught us in college SRM
okay
are
very brave.
What are they gonna do now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking in the
so they all had like thesis and everything got approved, and they were some of them were trying for their PhD, and they will get eventually. You don't need to be so smart to get a PhD, and the same with doctorate also. People give doctorates easily. That also fairly easily. There are some cricketers who have doctorate. Doesn't mean they're smart. Yeah.
Since you're asking about my experience,
clearly this guy is moron. It's clearly the system is rigged if he gets a PhD.
Where's my fucking PhD, bro?
The spiritual masters used to tell something very deep. He said, the God also looks at the right people to do his work. But the question is that, are you that right person? So coming back to astral world,
this
a lot of people, we call them rishi.
Right. I don't like this. No, I don't mind people being religious and stuff, but this kind of like this thing that like you just were the wrong person, I guess. That fucking pisses me off. Like, oh, yeah, man, I came out wrong. Like, I can't really help it, I guess. I'm just
not just that.
Rakshas.
Like, all this, like, past my...
Like, all it does is, like, people who may be in a bad place, all this does is just kind of, like, keep them in that bad place. It doesn't let them ever think that they can do anything else. It's like, oh, I guess, like, you know, bad fate, bad vidhi. I'll just go for it.
and it also sometimes we'll get to his like manifestation and all that dog shit. We'll get to that when we get to that. I'll speak.
There are Saptarishis who are always there. They're all around, and there are Chiranjeevis. You know, they never die. So if you look,
Yes, he was involved
Chiranjeevi
there.
will never die.
Boss is back.
so, you know, Pandit Hanumanji actually
Horses
died,
don't
never
know.
died. And there are great rishis who are still around. So, but
In the astral world, you're saying.
they are in that world and this world simultaneously. So they travel in the astral world, they come back to our world, people have experiences with them. So I think what is very important is that, you know, let us not look at
Fucking,
this
are we
world
like
only
the
being
prostitutes for like astral people?
Yes.
what we touch and
Right?
feel and see.
Just gonna come over,
There's something
just
beyond
use
what
me
we
and
And-
leave.
Feel around.
And it exists parallelly.
Yeah.
Like if you look at this coffee glass, you know, there are many dimensions to it. So one is the color, the shape, but it's also got heat. So can you see the heat? But it's hot.
What?
No, let him go off. This is
Okay, at the
very
same time,
interesting.
there is a quality of, you know, the material. So what happens is that you like, it's like a sponge, you know. So take a sponge and put it into hot water and take away everything. So if you look at the sponge, they say there is wetness in it, there is heat in it, there are pores also in it, and there's a color and a shape to it. Now, they're not different. They're all properties of the same object at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think the mind also can think
What? So that
No, let it go off.
simultaneously. It can be at two places simultaneously. It can travel and come back. And there are a lot of cases about, you know, astral traveling at the physical level, I would say.
brother,
What a fucking moron.
an item has more than one property. Means we can do dimensional travels.
I love that look in his eye where he's looking into the camera. He's looking at my eyes. Sponge on the cup. The
At the
heat,
same time.
wetness,
So I think
pores.
the mind also
So dumb.
can think simultaneously. It can be at two places simultaneously. It can travel and come back. And there are a lot of cases about, you know, astral traveling at the physical level, I would say. So I don't know if you've heard about
Whoa,
stories
what
of
is
great-
that then?
realized
The
souls.
fuck is physical astral traveling then?
So they have been seen at two different physical places at the same time.
Yeah.
Fucking this everything everywhere all at once, like two different
No,
times.
bro. You know what happened? He ran into twins. Fucking idiot. The twins did the twin thing. They're like, I was just right there. And now this fucker carried that for his life. And now he's like, there are, you know, physical astral travel, whatever the fuck that means.
So we're at 7 o'clock here, and somebody says, you know, but he was
We are not being open-minded. Let's open our mind.
7 o'clock at my place, which is like, you know, 200
I
kilometers.
would
No.
seriously accept that statement if he was talking about that like Guruji guy, you know, the guy in black who was talking about Upanishads and all that. I'll listen to that. That's fine. I will not listen to this like, bro, in two places at once, dude. This like young adult sci-fi bullshit.
No. So I have a photograph. 7 o'clock, this particular place. I said, no, I also have a photograph. Look, it's my mobile, and I'll use
Photograph
strange, right? But it's possible. So there are people who have used the same physical body to multiply.
What? Brother, don't you think this is so... How? Okay, let's go through the comments. We are not human beings in spirit. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Please refrain from saying it's scary, creepy, or independent. Our fear is brought upon by ourselves, and we are only... everyone has the same goal. And what is to explore without the limitations caused by fear? So let's encourage voyeurs together, please.
I have not had astral projection through meditation, but in my sleep I experienced a very strong spiritual connection and travel like it was exactly real. I know it was.
I have tried astral projection multiple times, but I stopped it because it was a very bad. I woke up and I looked in the mirror. I couldn't see anything. By this time, it was my fucking hell.
Oh wow, that dude was bad tripping.
Oh, I hope this stuff becomes normal to talk to, dude. Being a doctor,
Being a doctor myself, I'm glad people like sir.
brothers. Do you see? We are not. I imagine you have already taken prescriptions from this moron. And we are like, oh, doctors must be smart. No, our education system is not good, bro. If this guy become fucking hell. Point out that the CIA and NSA have declassified. See, this is
Stay away from drugs.
yes.
Nothing will help a moron.
Actually,
Nothing can help a brain that's just moronic.
I love the so
Haha, losers. Hello, Suraj. This is what happens. No, bro. If he took drugs, he'd probably be healthier. He'd probably a bit more open-minded. This is what happens to those like goody two shoes
I
kids.
have no knowledge of the Eastern knowledge. The topic is very deep. Material persons can see, like they all he's called the spiritual omnist. Holy okay.
The spiritual omnist. Whoa. Oh no. This is not satire.
This is not satire,
Secularism, boon or bane?
brother.
What is he talking about?
Welcome to our
I
channel.
wonder what his
Spiritual
action
Omnist. I'm
answer is.
Nishant Tenshin, and today we are gonna
Okay.
We will get to this guy, but first.
No, I
we will
was
go back.
I'm going to ask the chat. Is it like are we making fun of someone who's so small? Like Beerbiceps, I don't mind making fun of because.
Oh
fucking-
right, yeah, he may be small. Sorry, it's like, I mean, he has a mustache, so isn't it eligible now?
I also have a mustache, brother. Anyways.
Yeah, and you're an adult, right? Take it. Spiritual omnist better than Beerbiceps. No, wait. Before we trash talk him, what if he's a child and we get sued for this shit?
No, I don't think he's a child. It's on public platform. It's not like. I think
Right,
you're
but
fair.
it's not a good look. Like, you know, a kid may upload like a kickflip on a skateboard, like cringe, you know. Okay, you know what? I will not make fun of him. I will make fun of his opinion.
Yes. This is not making fun of a kid. If he is a kid, let's say, in case he is younger than us, we are educating him so that he is not like this.
Through the power of
Live
not
stream.
bullying.
Is it
Yes.
really necessary, or does it have some deeper agenda within it? So in nations like India, India take for example, you would see that India is divided into three groups. One group which is anti-secularism. One group which supports secularism.
Okay, roasting
And
it.
the
No,
other
No,
side goes
no,
to
Rizk,
them.
do
Why
not.
support
Rizk,
anti-
please.
But
We
you would
are
see
we
that
are
why are
talking
people
about
against
his
secularism?
age.
Like,
He,
it's
he
an
could be
important
6, he
part
could be
of the
36. What we say will not change because we are not talking about the person.
Yes.
Against it.
Please,
Let's
Rizk,
understand
not
it. So
doing
in
that.
this video, we are going to discuss that. So if you go by secularism, Oxford Dictionary's definition, then it is like the belief that religion. Now coming to who invented secularism? Secularism. So amongst them also there are various
It's okay.
divisions.
All
minorities, etc. So in order to avoid conflict between them, the government adopted the policy of secularism, so that people learn to tolerate. People learn to have religious tolerance. The concept of religious tolerance was also brought into force. Now, when we say religious tolerance, I would say it's not right. It's not proper. Why I'm saying this? That just you living. What do you tolerate? You tolerate things which you don't like. You will tolerate a mosquito. You have to tolerate an insect. You have to tolerate foolish people on social media, on in your daily life. You always tolerate things which you don't like.
Okay, this guy's actually kind of boring. We'll go back to him.
He said some wild ass shit though.
Eh?
He literally said,
Agenda of
I
secularism.
say no to tolerance
I'm not
because
saying
why
the-
tolerate
in
things you
which
don't like?
George Holloway had invented the term, not in that terms I'm saying, but how it is becoming now. India's backbone is spirituality, and in the name of secularism, we are cutting it. We are teaching us children to get away from it and discard it by saying superstitious beliefs and all. Now, I'll say to you, like Swami Vivekananda says, that every nation has its backbone. Some has its backbone in politics, some has its backbone in arts, and various other things. Similarly, India has its backbone in spirituality. And in the name of secularism, today our so-called liberals are
Hey.
us from it. So it's like cutting that branch of the tree on which we are only sitting. This is also a serious matter of concern. So I would urge my viewers to look into it. Also, I am not saying that to impose a particular religious text in school syllabus. I am just saying that just include good points from all the religious scriptures into the school syllabus. Why I am saying this? Because in previous times, in the ancient Middle Ages, secular studies were just a part of this of the system, of the education system, of the Gurukul system back then. Secular studies were just a part.
Right.
Like religious studies were also a part. Spiritual studies.
This you see what this guy fucking where is Mr. Beerman? Where is he? Yeah, what this guy does. He creates these. There are at least 800k of them, or this is his TR's clips thing. He has like 4 million subs or something. There is at least 2 million people like him. This is the problem.
Damn.
He is a problem, and I do not like care if we sound very hatey towards him. He's fucking like he's a problem. Like I get pissed off that like people have so many problems with like movies and like there's movie this is there. I feel like influencers have much more fucked up impact than I think movies do. And
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, it's a way more intimate like experience, and you're alone watching it and all that. How big
my
is
lord.
920? He has more subs than us, so so we can make fun of him.
Oh my lord. Yeesh.
I think
Those are some very wild things.
Shadow says
I think he meant tolerance is for bad things and religion is a good thing. I guess that's the most friendly way to say it, because he said like that
why do we have
add
to-
all of the religions, add all the religious things add all good religious things in school books.
yeah.
Which I still object to. You shouldn't put God in school.
Yeah.
Regarding religious and spiritual studies.
Following. Yeah, we've
So
got
this
to
is also a
start
matter of concern. We are distancing ourselves from our own culture, and we will end up destroying and annihilating completely our own culture, our own tradition. And why I'm saying to include this in the
By
school
saying
syllabus?
you tolerate religion, you imply it's a bad thing. Well, yeah, I don't like religion. You tolerate it.
Like I think he, at least spiritual omniscient man, kind of said it in that way only. Like why do you have to tolerate it? I don't like it.
No, I tolerate bad
Points
things.
from every religion, and also to teach so that students from early age will learn that we all are one. We all are not different. We all are not by different ways, approaching the same God, approaching the same divine. This realization will dawn upon the students. And so instead of making say, comparative religion a topic of subject of study in degree college, why not make it a subject part of the school syllabus from the beginning itself, so that it will get etched in the mind of students and they will grow up into better human beings. Now, what is the alternative for secularism? If not secularism, what is the alternative? I would say Omnism is the alternative. It's time.
What is this?
Oh, nice. Okay.
But
Oh my god, there's a temple bell ringing
Yes,
in the
sir.
background. Yes, I know. It adds to the aesthetic.
but isn't like secularism also the
Secularism is omnism, right? So
Yeah.
I guess he's saying it's a boon. I'm gonna believe that because that's a nice thing.
Okay, we'll go back to him.
There's a lot of people who said, okay, if I were to be like Gandhiji, okay, so Gandhiji's soul, is he still there in astral plane? Maybe. So invoke him and talk to him, and then. So what I'm saying is that if your mind is getting tuned to other souls, you can actually go experience them out of the body or invite them into your body.
Wow,
Now,
back
all
here.
this looks very, very grand and very, very magical. But remember one thing: the moment you start misusing it, or rather using it without a guru, it can be dangerous. So I'm saying that it's important that all are true, they all exist. But what's your purpose? The purpose should not be getting more powerful, famous, and misused.
To do a
I
little
think
bit
all
of
this
trolling,
knowledge is important,
doctor.
that you have to learn from.
Go wake up Gandhiji and be like, brother, what's up, brother?
Want to go possess some dead body, bring it back to the family, and then go run away chuckling in my spirit.
Your own spiritual and other spiritual benefits.
Do you think there are people in the world who use these powers to become rich and famous?
I'm not sure of that, but why not?
The boy is like, brother, he's like 2-3 like years away from just sounding like, what is that guy? What's his name? The fucking diet supplements like guy who what's his name? Is very famous.
Sadhguru.
No, the fucking American like fat guy who's like always talking about conspiracy theories. He said like, this school shooting was acting.
Oh, yeah. Shit, Alex Jones.
He's like 2-3 years away from sounding like that. Like, oh, look at all these famous people use. So they pray to fucking Satan, and that's how they're famous. They sell their souls to demons. Like, what? He's just saying it in a very soft, like, do you think they do it? In 3 years, he'll be like, they do it. Shah Rukh Khan sells his soul to the demon. And that's why, did you know his movie 2008 was called Ravan? It's a demon, guys. Like, what?
Ooh, Ravan.
So I think a person who's rich and famous for me is at two levels. the people who have actually put a lot of hard efforts and say, I have become rich. But the real rich people feel that there is a karmic connection to it. So I don't just become rich overnight, So I think there's
sure.
divine universe or some god.
Every fucking
So I think I have
billionaire
met a lot of
Jesus Christ
rich
himself in the
Yes,
previous
roasting SRK is not okay.
SRK. No, we're not roasting SRK.
For
We're
rich
roasting the people who will hate
people
on
across
him.
the world. They're truly humble because in spite of all the efforts that we put, there is something beyond which they feel, which we don't feel, and they sometimes don't explain it. So you try to tell them what is the secret of your success. Bill Gates said it very nicely. Probably luck.
Yeah.
No, you fucker. He had rich parents. All of them do. They all have rich parents. What are they on about? Like, they all have really... They start off well.
Yeah, they start off in a better race course. Like, some people don't even get the entry to that race course. And these people are in... they get like fucking a bike on the race course. And of course they have... and there are people who make it without all this. That is also there. And that's hard work, and that's also... luck is there. I don't know why we can't just accept that a lot of things happen and work out because you were at the right place at the right time. So many things, so many successful people are successful because they got discovered at the right time, and they that's my god.
I'm saying that's a quite an evolved statement. He's just writing off saying that I'm not successful because I am great. And then luck. So maybe one factor. But probably he must have his own destinies and karmas he's gone through. Well, that's why they're so humble. Yeah. In fact, I could see a lot of...
Yes, brother, if you're that rich, why would you have... like, why would you need to be a dick when you have, like...
I mean, like, Elon Musk exists.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
mean...
proves it wrong, too. Like, I don't understand what his whole... Like, does he think all billionaires is, like, self-made? Like, they rose out of the dirt and they just came to be?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Spiritual connection with people, like even Steve Jobs for that matter.
Yeah.
So as a young person, if you look at it, he was going around like a hippie, The later part of Steve Jobs is very different from the first. He's gone through a lot of experiences, the bad days in Apple. He was kicked out from his own company. But he also officially quotes that he was a part of the Hare Krishna, he goes there. So somewhere if you look at connect the dots, as you say, you find these souls who become rich. Even for that matter, Rockefeller. They're all people who are at a very different level. They're at the physical level, they're like you and me. But the reality is that the mind is a very evolved mind. And I think somewhere they have those secrets which probably they never disclose. So I think why did Steve Jobs not allow his children to use iPhone? Everybody knows about it. It's a very strange story. The person
because he knows it's a shit
phone.
I'm joking.
Actually describe.
I think he but
Steve Jobs was a nutcase. Did he forget that part at the end when Steve Jobs got cancer and he denied chemotherapy and he said, I will go on a fruit diet because I'm smart and I know better. And then he died because of that cancer because he should have gotten chemotherapy. Is this one of his like big secrets? Did he just unlock infinite astral traveling according to this idiot? Like,
yeah.
Did he actually forget about that thing Steve Jobs did? Did he forget about how Steve Jobs just like is known as kind of a cunt? And all he did was just tell people to do things.
Yeah, and not just that, like, if you are some, like, what he's saying, like, why did he not give phones to, like, his children? That's because if you are in that position, you probably know what kind of mental health issues that your company and your, like, thing is doing. Of course, you want to at least protect your own children. There is no big secret in that. I think
it's like that thing, right? It's like in that one Zuckerberg interview, they saw Zuckerberg had taped his webcam. Mark Zuckerberg.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, of course, they know that what they're doing.
His own children from using it. So they knew that technology which I created may be distraction to a different level of growth. So I think it's important to understand that spirituality has to be the basic to understand success at the material level.
Yeah, but coming back to astral travel, I know a lot of the listeners are still stuck on that. How do people get astral experiences? Like, what do you have to do to get?
Okay, how?
Yeah, how?
So 2-3 things I think. If you're really interested in astral travel, I think first of all, quietly, we pray to God or universe and say, oh, maybe astral travel experience. It's like a small child who actually saw somebody else having a chocolate. Okay, and then he comes home and says, Mama, please. You don't know where the chocolate is coming from, which shop to go to. So I think you first put the thought into the universe. That's a very basic level. But I think what's important is to probably read about it, practice it, understand it, and try baby steps. And
how do I practice it?
That's what you fuck. You call it the fucking guide, and he's like, read about it, practice it.
All right, astral travel. What do I get? The poster of the first Insidious.
So okay, he has scary alien encounters. Let's go.
दोस्तों इस क्लिप्स चैनल को हमने बनाया है जी कैलाश पर्वत पे रहते हैं,
I
इसका
would
मतलब क्या है?
love it if the
Energy है
joke
वहाँ की,
here is that
वो
they
खुद
met
वहाँ
some
है।
Mexicans
और
or
कोई लोग
something.
कहते हैं कि शिवजी is an alien form। क्या है मतलब अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
तो पहली बात जो
Hey,
Oh no, it's this guy!
it's the
Yes!
same guy.
Yes! I love this guy. He can astral travel and he's met aliens. He's so interesting. Holy
मानसरोवर
shit.
नहीं गए, अब जाइएगा ज़रूर। फिर आजकल वो पॉलिटिकल इशू की वजह से बहुत सारे लोगों को वीज़ा नहीं मिलता है बिकॉज तिब्बत में है जो अभी चाइना के कंट्रोल में है, लेकिन मन में ज़रूर इच्छा रखिए कि अब कैलाश जाए। आपको एक बात कहूँगा कि कैलाश पर्वत जो है वहाँ पे शिव जी का मंदिर भी नहीं है। सो देयर इज़ नो फिजिकल, जैसे आप 12 ज्योतिर्लिंग में जाओ तो वहाँ पे मंदिर है, वहाँ पे पूजा कर सकते हो, कुछ नहीं है। तो एक पहाड़ है और वहाँ पे एक लेक है जिसको मानसरोवर कहते हैं।
Okay.
आप वहाँ पे जाओगे, ओके, सो यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड। ऐसा कहा जाता है कि दो लोगों के बीच में है। तो पहला है कि जो हम भूलोक कहते हैं, द अर्थ, एंड द सेकंड इज हेवन, ओके, जो स्वर्ग लोक कहते हैं। सो इन बिटवीन जो आता है वो कैलाश है। तो कैलाश इज नाइदर इन द अर्थ नाइदर इन द हेवन। और हमारे यहाँ पे कल्पना है जो ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश,
What is
ब्रह्मा जी को
Kalpana?
अगर मिलना हो तो
Kalpana is like I have a dream
ओके,
Okay.
or imagination.
विष्णु तो वैकुंठ लोक, बट हमने देखा नहीं ना कभी। तो कल्पना है, लॉट ऑफ पीपल विद मेडिटेशंस कैन गो एंड सी एंड कम बैक, बट कैलाश इज द ओनली प्लेस वेयर शिवजी लिव्स, वेयर यू कैन गो इन द फिजिकल फॉर्म एंड कम बैक। और आप वहाँ पे जाओगे तो एनर्जी लेवल्स आपको फील होते हैं।
Lag हो
एंड
गया.
फीलिंग वहाँ पे जब जाओगे
What?
तो आप मनुष्य के
What happened? Hello?
Oh, you lagged out on Discord.
अच्छा, now it's fine.
Yeah.
रूप में एक ह्यूमन बॉडी के साथ जाते हो। लेकिन मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों को देखा है जहाँ पे उनको लाइफ में एक डायरेक्शन मिलता है। सो वो एनर्जीज इज नॉट एट द लेवल दैट वी काउंट इन दिस वर्ल्ड, एक अलग है। और वहाँ पे इतने सारे योगी रहते हैं, मैंने देखा है 400 साल के योगी। मैंने उनके साथ बात की, मतलब ये है क्या इस जगह में। सो अगर आप साइंटिफिक वे में आप जाओगे तो शिव जी एलियन है या नहीं है तो मैंने तो देखा नहीं, बट मेरे को डेफिनेटली एनर्जीज पता चलते हैं। इट इज वेरी वेरी हाई, वेरी हाई। और जैसे कहते हैं कि एनर्जीज कैन बी फेल्ट ओनली व्हेन यू आर इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्फीयर। तो वो कैलाश ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे आप एनर्जी को फील कर सकते हो। अब जैसे हमने कहा एक नहीं, दो नहीं, 4 बार।
ये जो बातचीत के बारे में आपने बात करी, जो योगीज के साथ आपने बातचीत करी, सर क्या बात किया था आपने? और ये 400 साल की लाइफ के बारे में भी समझा दीजिए कि ये होता कैसे।
जी, तो
400
मैं जब
साल
भी
life?
गया हूँ कैलाश मानसरोवर तो बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ गया हूँ और हर ग्रुप में हमारे पास एक स्पिरिचुअल गुरु हुआ करते थे।
He lived
मुझे याद है
400
वो
years.
ट्रिप जहाँ पे
What did he? Is that what he said?
ये होता कैसे?
जी,
He
क्या बात
said
किया था?
400
और ये
साल, that's
400
400
साल
years,
की
right?
लाइफ के बारे में भी समझा दीजिए कि ये होता। मैं बातचीत करी, सर
What is that?
आपने? और ये 400 साल की लाइफ के बारे में
I think he's talking about the other
गया हूँ,
people
हर
who
group
lived
में
for
हमारे पास
400
spiritual
years.
गुरु हुआ करते थे।
Oh,
मुझे
he
याद है
ran
वो
into
trip
people
जहाँ
who
पे
are
स्वामी
4
ईश्वरानंद जी
centuries
थे।
old.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
तो
That's
हम
cool.
लोग यूएस के ऑलमोस्ट 60 डॉक्टर्स का एक ग्रुप हम गए थे साथ में, मैं मेरी वाइफ सुरेखा भी थे। तो वहाँ पे हम शिव जी की पूजा वगैरह हो गई, मानसरोवर का जो स्नान होता है वो सब हो गया। और हमारी यात्रा जो हम कहते हैं कि जो 3 days ऑफ सर्कमलेंस वो सब हो गया, परिक्रमा हो गई। और ऐसे उस दिन शाम को बैठे थे तो एक व्यक्ति ने आके बोला कि यहाँ पे एक योगी है, वो आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं। मुझसे नहीं, स्वामी ईश्वरानंद जी से। तो ईश्वरानंद जी, चलो। तो मेरा ऐसा नसीब रहा कि हमारे जो ग्रुप लीडर थे स्वामी
Is
ईश्वरानंद जी,
there some yogi who wants to meet you?
वो गए और मुझे राधा तुम भी
Okay.
चलो। हम गए तो थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे लोग रहते नहीं जिस एरिया में, वो कैलाश रीजन में ही है। तो हम लोग जहाँ पे सब रुके ऐसे नॉर्मल दिखते थे एंड ऑरेंज कलर का रोब डाला हुआ था उन्होंने। तो हमारे स्वामी ईश्वरानंद जी ने ऑरेंज कलर का ड्रेस डाला था। ऐसे पता चला कि बेसिकली वो बात करते 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 उन्होंने रिवील किया कि मैं यहाँ पे 400 साल से रहता हूँ। तो पहली बात तो विश्वास नहीं होता है कि कोई भी ऐसा बोलता है
He's
कि
like,
400
oh,
साल
like he's some guy came and like, bruh, I've been living here for 400 years, brother.
And he didn't believe
द
him.
माइंड ऑलवेज डाउट्स ना, ये कोई भी है। लेकिन जब आप थोड़ा सोचने लगते
Yeah,
हो
the
तो
mind
समझ
doesn't
कि
doubt
वो-
enough in your
उनके
case.
पास ना जूते थे ना कुछ नहीं थे। सो इज एक्चुअली उस ठंडी में ही वाज विदाउट एनीथिंग, ही हैड अ क्लोथ, नो डाउट अबाउट। हिंदी अच्छा शुद्ध बात करते थे, ऑल दोस थिंग्स। तो
Oh, he has no chappal. That means 400 years for sure.
वो हमको उनकी गुफा में लेके गया।
That means it
These
creeped
were
him out.
और भाग्य मेरा गया, वहाँ पे गया। और जैसे मैं वहाँ पे गया तो बताने लग गए कि आजकल मुझे नीचे आने का मौका भी मिलता है, लेकिन कभी कभी वीज़ा की वजह से मुझे वापस भी जाना पड़ता है। ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं? वो बताते थे कि यहाँ पे मैं काफ़ी रहता हूँ, लेकिन यहाँ पे नए नए लोग आते हैं, हमसे मिलते हैं। सो लॉट ऑफ पीपल गो एंड विजिट हिम बिकॉज इन दैट रीजन। लेकिन वो जैसे जैसे बातें करने लगे तब मुझे पता चला कि एक्चुअली कम्स डाउन टू द प्लेन्स ऑल्सो एंड समटाइम्स गो बैक। सो
Uh-huh.
बाहर से आप उस योगी को देखोगे,
What the fuck is he
there are
on?
people who live in that region which are beyond our time frame of 100 years. तो वो
Okay,
देखा
so
है,
those
अनुभव
are
किया,
उनसे क्या बात?
पे आके बहुत
Oh,
सारे
wait.
act of थोड़ा बहुत सीख लिया। एंड ही एक्चुअली शोड अस अबाउट द एलियंस हु आर अराउंड दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन। तो देख लिया तो मैंने
Oh.
फोटोग्राफी थोड़ा बहुत सीख लिया। एंड ही एक्चुअली शोड अस अबाउट द एलियंस हु आर अराउंड दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन। तो देख लिया तो मैंने उसका फोटो, वी हैव सीन दोस एक्चुअल फोटोग्राफ्स।
कैसे दिखते थे?
So
Yeah, the
photograph that he
photographs.
showed
I
me,
love
they were
alien
actually-
photographs. Yeah, they look like this in 2023.
In
or
2023,
whenever this fucking thing-
when
yeah,
we-
whenever this came out, right? It always like whenever it's an alien, it looks like the camera like they took it on a potato. It looks like it's never like you see like real life fight videos like animals breaking out and stuff in quality 1080p.
Yeah.
But when it's an alien, it always looks like some guy going to the grocery store in the middle of the night. It's just like Photoshop to shit.
It's like black and white with no lights. It's just like
Wait, why is it not color again? Like the fuck?
brother, it is alien, so it is color, not color. It's
Ah,
so
yeah,
I hate that. That's like the fundamental like thing. If you think about it, all these like conspiracy things just break. Where it's like, brother, we are living in a time when everyone has a very capable device which can click very good photos, which has flash feature, which is very advanced technology.
There have been films shot on like phones.
Yes, yeah, they can shoot it. Like back in like before 90s or something, you can say all this and like some fucking hippie ass guy. He clicked some photo of like a guy who's just like some guy went to take a piss in the forest and they think like it's an alien or whatever. But now, at least now you can't say this, but they still say it.
Yeah, the yogis had like printed photographs.
Yeah.
What? That's so weird to me. That sounds like, like in a martial arts movie, like a kung fu movie, the fucking people pull out a gun or something. Doesn't fit. Why do the yogis have printed photographs, bro?
Like, dude,
dark in
come
color.
check my stuff out, brother.
Fucking
They're like
yogis are the
shadows.
Mac minis.
और बोले कि रात को निकला गया तो you could see that and they were black structures. तो बोला यहाँ पे तो बोला लेकिन एक कैमरा दूसरे किसी ने चोरी करके लेके गया. बोला मेरे पास बहुत सारे फोटोग्राफ्स थे. मैं नीचे गया तो उसको
Someone
develop
always the camera, the camera
Oops,
pro.
she's in a different college.
Yeah, that kind of thing. The camera is in a different mountain.
बट एक यूरोपियन दूसरा यूरोपियन आके बहुत सारे फोटोग्राफ्स भी चोरी करके गया. तो एक 10-12 फोटो थे जो उनका ओपन गुफा है, उधर तो कोई ऐसा लॉक वगैरह नहीं है. तो बता रहे थे कि बेसिकली ऐसा मुझे बहुत अनुभव होता है. एंड इट इज वेरी क्लियर.
Experience.
See that with human eyes also. अगर आप कैलर जाओगे,
experience a lot of
certain time है वहाँ पे you can see the
Yeah,
stars falling
this
down
is a very common experience for that 400-year-old man.
and then going up. ये हमने भी देखा हुआ है. But he has actually captured superhuman beings. जैसे मैंने black. So मैंने देखा कि पानी में जो मानसरोवर region में. So there were a lot of black spots, but they were exactly like human beings. तो एक दो फोटोग्राफ दिखाया, फिर वो बता रहे थे ऐसे बहुत आते हैं यहाँ पे.
I think they have skin disease, bro, and these are like fucking aliens. Say bye.
Other important thing which I want to mention is that Kailash
I'd be
Mansarovar
actually
Shant-
happy if I went there and I saw like aliens walking around. I'd be like, damn, bro, stuff's exciting and stuff. Instead of like, 400-year-old man has a wow, that actually makes so much fucking sense.
Logic. 400-year-old man
That
never got a proper phone. He always has.
Yeah, he had like a 400-year-old camera. The fuck could he do? We're actually such assholes, honestly. but Ronnie, how did he print out the photograph to show this moron?
When were cameras invented?
400 years back. Exactly. He got the first daguerreotype.
First camera invented is 1800. That is not, bro.
That's 400 years, bro.
It is not, but okay, we will go with it.
That's 400 years. Wait, it's not.
Yeah, it is not.
But
Yes.
they are like magical beings.
So
they
he
could
probably went to a different dimension.
have... Oh no, bro! Shiva Baba print shop. No, Ronnie, stop. No, it's more magical, the answer.
Shiva Baba print.
Joined late to the live. Did y'all react to him interviewing any peeps from the film industry? No, we'll get there.
No, but
there's
the thing
always
is,
a lot of
the thing
stuff.
is with the film industry thing, that just sounds like an average normal interview. It's not really funny.
Actually, more than anything, the film industry thing is not that funny because the people he's interviewing are not like nutcases. They're like actors and people who have like.
At most they'll say like, "Oh, I believe in meditation" or something like that. At most, that's the most they'll say.
Oh, look at this. This guy got like Shiva
Like-
print shop
like-
originals, bro. God damn.
शांति से ध्यान करने बैठो, you can actually hear Vedic mantras.
Ooh. Wait, look at that smile. Look at what he did. Go back 5 seconds. Look at that. That's so
कैलाश
fucking
मंत्र
funny.
मतलब शांति से ध्यान करने बैठो.
That's the
You can
most
actually
expressive
hear
he's
Vedic
been.
mantras.
मैं एक छोटा सा पॉज लेना चाहूंगा इस कॉन्वर्सेशन से और लिसनर्स को ये बताना चाहूंगा कि इन
bro, my
चीज़ों
brain
को
is
ना
melting
मैं भी
here,
पहले
bro.
डाउट करता था कि ये सब चीज़ें होती है,
हाँ
बट जितने स्पिरिचुअल लोगों से मेरी मुलाकात हुई, जितने आर्मी
my
के लोगों से मेरी
lord.
मुलाकात हुई, मैंने बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें सुनी है. यू आर नॉट द ओनली
We
पर्सन.
have to check out Ananya Pandey episode. Okay, we never saw it.
इन चीज़ों को एक थोड़े ओपन माइंड से बस सुनिए, क्योंकि ये राधा सर के एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं. और ये भी ध्यान में रखिए कि द मोस्ट पावरफुल पीपल इन द कंट्री कंसल्ट डॉक्टर राधा फॉर देयर ओन गवर्नेंस, देयर ओन
We are
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन.
so fucked.
तो थोड़े
Yeah, no wonder our country is going to shit when this
Fuck,
moron.
they're getting all the advice from this idiot.
He's like,
Shiva Baba print shop major.
इनके साथ इन सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस
That's
को
so
absorb
funny.
कीजिए. और सर बताइए.
मेरा यही कहना है कि ये केवल मेरा अनुभव नहीं है, जैसे आपने बताया रणवीर सर कि बहुत सारे लोगों का अनुभव है. और मैं आपको बोलता हूँ कि श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम.
On mad
भगवद गीता में
print,
बहुत
not
आप श्रद्धा से
glassy.
सुनो, अंधश्रद्धा
Glassy
से मत
print.
सुनना.
Mad print makes it look more like weird.
Experience it. जैसे को कहते हैं मिठास क्या है. ओके, तो मैं अगर चॉकलेट दूं आपको कि आप ये मीठा.
imagine like a 400.
Hey, chocolate example. Sorry.
Imagine like a 400-year-old just going to like a Canon or Nikon shop and is like shopping for the latest.
I honestly find that really charming. I wish that happened. Like, if I went to the local Nikon showroom, I wish there was like ancient beings from across the cosmos like consulting the camera. But that's not it, is it?
He's like, bro, is it for focus? What is
Yeah,
the
right.
megapixel?
What's the focal length of this? Oh, damn, that's pretty cool, bro. F-stop of 1.4.
That's
cool. I want
crazy,
that.
bro.
As a prime lens. Ooh, I want a prime
I want
lens.
mirrorless camera, brother. What's up?
Yeah. No, see, that'll be nice because, like, if something like that happened, it's more believable than whatever this guy is saying, which is like, oh, bro, up in the mountains, they had mad prints.
And some European stole them off them, which is also very goofy.
That's actually pretty funny. Some like Italian guy didn't understand anything. He just ran away with the prints. You know what? I'll say this. If I was a minister, right? Radhakrishna Pillai is invited to the parties, bro. He's invited to the empty for sure. He has some pretty cool stories. Like he's much better than like some guy who gives genuine advice, I'm sure. Who's like, no, the country is at stake. This guy's like, bro, aliens, bro, bro.
It's, like you get like Amit Verma, like the seen and the unseen guy type person, and he's like,
will never invite because he's too intelligent. He say like very smart things.
smart things that make you feel sad, and this guy is on like, brother, we.
I love that
We
pause
are-
we have on his.
This guy says about like, oh, aliens and all that, which is pretty funny, of course.
It's pretty funny. Like if you're hitting it up with your friends, you will want this.
Yeah.
This is a good vibe. Good vibe.
Logic
I
है,
approve
मीठा
of this guy.
मतलब क्या? ओके, मीठा मतलब तीखा नहीं, मीठा मतलब ये नहीं होने. चुपचाप उसको मुंह में डालो. Then you'll experience it because electricity cannot be shown. जब आप socket के अंदर
Electricity.
हाथ डालते हो तो जो आपको शॉक लगता है, that's the experience.
What? You can see electricity. Has he not seen like a Tesla coil or nothing?
Also like, yeah, gravity you cannot see, but if like,
Like you jump, you go down, bro.
yeah, that's just.
So आप कितना भी सुन लो, भक्ति ऐसा फील्ड है. हम इष्ट देवता की बात कर रहे हैं कि भक्ति अनुभव की बात
Damn,
है.
bro.
वो चर्चा की बात नहीं
भक्ति
है. अनुभव के साथ
अनुभव
चर्चा
की
करो तो
बात
अलग.
है.
Yeah, you
Bhakti
can't
is
debate.
a
You can't
matter of
discuss.
experience.
Yeah, it's a matter of experience. You can't really discuss it, essentially, which is what all his fucking shit says. All these people say.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I too love using anecdotes for all my worldviews
Yeah.
and never really.
Oh, how
adhering to-
India can become a superpower. Let's see that.
It's not everyone's cup of tea to
It's
consume an
English,
entire
I think.
podcast. That's why.
I
About
lost
India going
whatever the
for-
fuck you were saying yesterday in the last episode. Add that Ananya.
I feel it will be a change
Yeah.
maker in this world. They say that India is the spiritual capital of this earth. I don't know if that's true. I would like to believe it. A big aspect of being spiritual, I feel, is being loving. And we're seeing so much me versus you in this country. As in not me versus you. I would
Let's settle this.
Oh shit, it's this guy!
He's
Hell
the
yeah.
man himself.
Oh, he's so
Mr.
dripped out. Look at him.
Yeah,
God damn,
brother,
he looks like
Sa-
an anime character, bro.
Sadhguru
Goddamn.
is so cool, bro.
Sadhguru looks so cool. I'd buy his shit too.
Isn't it about spreading love?
Kaveri
Then get a
calling.
dog. Then dogs are really spiritual. Is that what you're saying?
What?
Dogs are very loving. Come on.
I mean,
Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
They're very loving. So they're all spiritual?
I
Don't
don't know.
wag your tail all the time and you're spiritual. Please don't do that.
Oh my god, he's getting like fucking bullied by Sadhguru. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I
How
would
do we
invite
get
Sadhguru
the country
as well.
united?
He sounds
Because
like
I
someone fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Big beard, good outfit.
feel that
Looks cool.
repeatedly our country has been invaded and affected and brought down because of this whole divide and rule policy. People caught on to the fact that we play a lot of me versus you. So again, for the next 20, 30 years, how do we work on that aspect of unity to build businesses, to build movements, to save soil, to help the environment? Because I feel that we've been given a gift to be born in this country and we're not valuing it enough as a unit. And there's too much ego, there's too much anger, there's too much hate, especially post the pandemic. So what's your advice here?
See, don't judge the whole country by looking at a television screen or a social media platform.
Yeah, he's actually just Indian Trump.
Walk around here. Just walk around in this village
Doesn't
or in the
know.
city. You don't find anybody in anger. You don't find anybody beating up somebody, do you? No.
You do.
No such thing happening.
Brother,
Some incidents happen, 1.3 billion people, some incidents here and there happen.
brother,
Lives are lost, injuries have been caused to other people, which definitely needs to be dealt with. There is no one way to deal with that. There is law enforcement, there is a certain sense of harmony in the society. All these things matter. These are not overnight jobs. This is something we need to strive for. As you said, historically,
He
we've
looks
gone
so
through a whole
adorable.
wide of
He
invasion.
looks so
Worst
scared.
kind of invasion. We have not documented it very well as other cultures have, but we have gone through and taken a beating that very few populations in the world have taken. Most cruel kind of battering we have taken. But we're still not bitter. That is what is beautiful about us. People have come, subjugated us, made us feel like, you even have to pay
You
a
know
tax
what
for being who you
I
are.
like about all
this.
these fucking morons? You can find out they're a moron if they can't give one straight answer.
Yeah.
They have like this huge tale to tell.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh yes, so Saturday I was doing blah, 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 blah. Coming back to your question about India and its problem. It is something to ponder, and then they just skip. Like that guy, the astral physics fucker, who said like, bro, just read up on it.
yeah.
After like 10, 15
10 minutes of just going off about some shit after the other.
But we are not bitter. That is a great thing.
Okay.
Okay? We are not bitter. Yesterday,
Yeah,
but
sure.
we are not bitter.
I am not bitter.
Yeah, sure.
But making sure that doesn't happen
But
again to us tomorrow is also
That doesn't
equally a
answer
responsibility
any of my questions, sir.
thing to do. For which we are building a strong nation right now. We should have done it
Okay.
sooner. It's 75 years now, but we are doing it.
The fuck? That's such a
Little slow.
non-statement.
But for the size of the country
He doesn't know
and
anything.
the
does he?
diversity of the nation,
He does. No, I think he knows. Of course he knows.
Really?
I think he knows.
Because his fucking statements come across as something I'd say on things I don't know. Like,
No,
Well, it's taking a while.
okay. If
What is that?
okay, let's say if you are this person who is clearly very pro BJP and all that, right? So if you have to say something, I am okay, it's fine. Basically, if you have to say something like this, if you are asked about this, you'll of course make it sound so vague. It's not like he never saw like those like news of how like it's not like he's so unaware of how there's a clear like Hindu versus Muslim thing where Muslims are not getting the good part of the deal, and he knows, he of course knows, but he of course won't say it because he will be pro government.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
But
very
then-
well educated, which is what makes him. Yeah, he is. He's not a moron at all. He's very intelligent. That's how you fucking avoid, bro.
that's how you make money, yeah.
Yeah, there's the News Laundry did this like very big like
Yeah, I know.
thing
But
about how like he's saying Kaveri calling and he's like all about save soil and all that. There is like a big thing where I might be spreading fake information or whatever. From what I remember, it's sort of like he took over like actual forest land illegally or something like that. Is what yeah. So of course they know all this. They're not like morons. Ranveer is a moron.
yeah, that's
to some extent. I think he knows
Sadhguru is well educated, which is what makes him dangerous.
exactly why. Like it's Sadhguru is literally your average Baba, but now he has English. He has like posh English. Suddenly, like before, like if you believed in like that Satya Sai Nath Baba or whatever, you only like this middle-aged sad people believed in him, and you are like whatever. But suddenly now with Sadhguru, it's like the youngsters who are educated also believe in him, because he says all these vague shit that make you think like, yeah, this is true only, and he says it in English, and we always have that feeling of, oh, English mein kar raha tha, it must be very good. And yeah, there are so many people. Yeah, it is very stupid, and he is dangerous, of course.
Nation that we are, I think we're doing well.
Do you think fiction, films, stories are a good way to unite the country? Because that's my only hope, honestly. Or sport, that's the other one.
Definitely, we must use every means. I do not ascribe to this, that this is the way.
See, even if he's very fucking well educated, right? He comes across as like that fucking college student who's just kind of like, definitely, yes. Of course.
Of course. He doesn't know the answer in the vibe, like vibes.
See how people can transcend the smallness of their boundaries and see, at least if not boundless, at least a larger boundary which includes most people. So, if you don't strive for that, your life will naturally be constantly in conflict with something or the other. For the well-being of the individual and the well-being of the society and the nation, it's very important that there is a larger identity with which we can move forward. It is happening, it is just that it's not being projected well. See, after the pandemic, you mentioned the pandemic, it was a serious hit, okay, especially in a country like ours. The economic cost has been so serious, most people don't understand. I'm in huge appreciation of the lowest level from the lowest level of worker. What I've seen is from a police constable, from a village official, to panchayat leaders and even political leaders and right up to the state governments and central government. What they've done in these 2 years, I bow down to them, really. You can go on picking what didn't go well, but in a country like…
he just says like, look at the positives, instead of actually being like, brother, what do you mean? People were dying without oxygen cylinders. What is the positive here? This is what…
I just read this article on like, he apparently called a Muslim student a Taliban and he said sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Sadhguru is very cool.
Like ours, where infrastructure is so minimal,
definitely got
the way we have delivered the vaccine solution and the way we have taken care of people, there have been aberrations, but such a large country with such little infrastructure.
This is what they say. Like, see, you're such a privileged… So many morons come out of this. So many, like, these are adults who you are just teaching them like, oh bro, India big country, so problems to hote hai. Like, what do you mean? So stupid.
BJP henchman.
Yeah.
Country like United States, with such massive infrastructure and such massive amount of fund, see, they're still shaking,
Brother, we also were shaking, brother.
Every one of us must be in absolute gratitude because we don't know who did what. From the doctors, nurses, small, police constables, everybody strived to manage this. It's not a small thing. It is not a small thing. 1.3 billion people.
It's very appealing also, because you're like, oh, just look at it positively. Why are you so negative? Why are you always questioning, yaar? Like, yeah, that's how… I don't know how it's becoming superpower though.
Yes, I got it, Sadhguru, I got it in my pocket. Here in my hip pocket, I behave responsibly. How to even wear a mask. People are carrying, people's level of understanding is like this. People are carrying a mask in their pocket. They think it's like a driving license. When I ask them, where is your mask? You're coming so close. Yes, I got it, Sadhguru, I got it in my pocket. Here in my hip pocket. I said, it doesn't work on your bum, you got to have it on your nose. I'm saying in this kind…
I don't know how… Bro, this guy is such fucking like… what do you call… clickbait.
Yes.
What do we do?
Ananya Pandey.
That sounds long though. Wait.
There should be some highlights reel, bro. He always has like a highlights reel.
Okay, sure.
Oof. Oof, 52 minutes. Oh, there, 5 minutes.
Okay.
What is one thing that your audience specifically doesn't know about the world of films?
I think that
Oh no, not this. This is Raji Masan.
The one right below it is 5 minutes.
Subscribe and hit that bell icon to understand from the outside.
I don't know what generally people think about it, but it's a lot of hard work. Like I think a lot of people just see this glamorous side of it. And
You know, people's response to that might be, oh, but every job is hard, and that's true.
but it is hard.
Yeah. But there's certain things about the film industry in specific. Like, I'm from the media world, and even we work incredibly hard. But you guys have a different reality, which only people on the inside.
No, and I'm saying that because it's wrapped in this glossy way is the only reason I'm saying, but actually it's very hard, like a lot of jobs are hard and they look very hard, but acting sometimes it just comes off as effortless, and I think you see a lot of actors on red carpets or doing events or dressing up every single day, and that's really not it, that's just probably a byproduct of the actual job that we're doing, which is acting, and it's emotionally
It's so easy to hate her, my god.
draining, and
Just watching it makes me really annoyed.
Yeah.
it's physically draining, and it's hard because there's so many
We'll watch that Loki clip in contrast and see how like a normal person is.
things like insecurity and pressure and competition.
What insecurities?
I mean, everyone has their own sets of insecurities, right? I mean,
Yes, of course, like insecurities in job does not exist in other jobs. It only exists in what?
I look at
All
the
these,
film industry as very
like,
rude.
both her and Janvi Kapoor, I guess, are the worst ones. They both sound. It's that saying, right? Like, someone who is experienced in anything will usually be the quietest person. The person who's not done much at all will be like, bro, you don't know how hard it is, dude. Like, it's insane, bro. I have to act emotionally. That's so taxing. for
Like
me,
it's
dude.
like that clip of Mr. Vamsi Padipalli. Bro, this is not a joke, brother. This is
This
not a joke,
brother. This is not a joke, brother.
We'll watch that.
Vijay has to learn his lines. Vijay learns his steps.
Not a joke.
This is not a joke. I'm glad this is just in our like culture now. This is not a joke, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, so many.
Let's just go to the original clip. Yeah, this is the one.
அப்படின்றதுல நீங்க ரொம்ப
Look
clever.
at that.
Which I respect him a lot. வெட்டி ஒலின்னு ஒரு சீரியல். My motive of filmmaking is not critics.
Yes.
Audience. Because critics view is a subjective view. அது அவர் என்ன போய் once you go into the auditorium you see you want to write, you're already
This
judging
guy directed Varisu. That is the context.
the film,
Which is a
and you
bad
come out and you
movie.
write a
It's
film.
really,
That is your
really
job.
bad
That is your
movie.
prerogative. That is your this thing. That is, you might write 100 things about a film, but a common audience varumilla t-shirt put, you have one standing over ange clapping and looked at us like and the video. This is my audience. Clearly about my films have been so sorry, don't even know things so or a big collab. Savor it, enjoy it. Because you know how tough it is to make a film these days.
Right here.
Do you all know how tough it is to make a film these days? You know how much team is working out there to make a film work. You know how much hard work people are putting in there to entertain audience. Brother, it's not a joke, brother.
Brother,
It's not a joke. There's so many sacrifices that every filmmaker is making. There's so many sacrifices that every lead actor is making. Talapati Vijay, the biggest star of the country, one of the biggest stars of the country. You know how much hard he works for a film. Ippukoda, he works, he rehearses for every song. He practices every dialogue to come and tell it on the thing.
Yes. You if you learn dialogue, that is very hard. So
If you're actually working,
Yeah.
like an actor is supposed to work, brother, it's not a joke, brother.
it is not a joke, brother.
It is
We
not a
should
joke,
also
brother.
do a version of that in for our YouTube channel. Brother, it is not a joke, brother. It is very
You know
hard.
we edit videos, brother.
Do you know to sit in this live stream we have to set up our shot, brother? It is not a joke, brother.
This is not a joke, brother.
This
What
is
a fucking
serious
bitch.
content, brother. We still learn our lines and do our editings.
Wow, this is no joke, brother. Yeah, he's such a bitch.
Yeah, and this is exactly what she also sounds like. My god, we have such insecurities here, and that is so sad. And people don't understand it. They think it's just the costume. No one thinks it's just people. I think that's what pisses me off. They think, oh, everyone who says like, oh, you guys have it easy, think, oh, they never had a hardship. That's not what they mean. They mean You have it.
You had a great start.
Yes.
Like you had an
have
incredibly
it.
good start. More than the start, you will continue having many chances even if you fuck up once. Like, how are you still in the industry, madam, with what you've done?
Ritik Kumar, filmmakers like him, reason for heights of mediocrity in our cinema. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's not a joke, brother. It's not a joke.
You have to write a script.
Actors have to
Do you
learn
know?
Lines.
Do you know that we have to write a script? Do you know that I need to come to the set? It is not a joke, brothers.
I have to get away from eating biryani, brother. It hurts.
It's so stupid. Like, that's what...
These people are the reason why movies still have this sort of like bullshit criticism about them. Movie making is like a 9 to 5. People really do not realize that. It's a job. You have to go. You have to work. Like, they're all coming to work. After they finish shooting that day, they go back home.
Yeah.
It's not like some mystical artistic process like whatever like David Lynch and fucking Scorsese, like these little interview tidbits people take out and they go like, it's the magic of cinema, you know? You're on a set, like something magical is happening. No, it's people, they come to a set, they work.
Yeah.
Maybe like to the director, yeah, it's a magical thing. Sure, it is. Of course it is. They're passionate about it. But you have like a call sheet, you know, like the actors after the camera cuts, they go and do their thing.
Yeah.
And then they come back and they work. And like people like Vamshi are like, it's not a joke, bro. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world, bro. Earning crores.
Yeah, hard. And not just that. If she wants to say, you know, filmmaking is hard, you know how like the lightmen have to work. No, we actors have it the hardest. It's the most moronic
so
take.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
There's that Loki clip, right, where he very nicely says like.
Lokesh Kanagaraj.
For people who don't know, Lokesh Kanagaraj is a great filmmaker, and he was also interviewed after a big movie, and this is what he had to say to
a successful movie.
Really successful, second biggest Tamil movie of the year.
You know how tough it is to make a film. There's no how tough it is to make a film.
Fuck, I can't.
You know how much team is working out.
Okay, I'll just mute him for a bit. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah. Brother, it's not a joke, brother. It's not a joke.
Brother, it's not a joke, brother.
Wow,
it's not a joke. There's so many sacrifices.
Affect me as well as my team. So I'm very conscious about it. I'm
basically,
what he's saying is it's
basically saying that like we can say whatever we want. It's me and my team. Like we can say like we're suffering,
we are working
very hard. It's very true, whatever. But then
yeah,
of the day we are getting paid in crores. But in the opposite side,
if we see in the opposite
even
side,
though basically like he's saying that like we can say whatever we want, like we're working very hard, but at the end of the day we're getting paid in crores, like all of us, our team.
We are getting equally like whatever suffering we are going through. We are more than enough making up with it in terms of the money and the comfort and the fame and everything. And on the opposite side, we have.
இந்த படத்துக்கு எடுத்து வச்சறாங்கல சார் அது வந்து அந்த உழைப்புக்கு இன்னும் மரியாதை இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் சோ அதனால இது எல்லாமே comes under that failure so
you explain this.
Basically he's saying that like even people who are not earning much at all, they're setting money aside for this movie, and I respect that more than whatever like big failure may affect me. Because like even the people who are basically like really not that well off, they're still coming to the theater, they're still taking the time and money out to do that for me, and out of respect for that I should deliver. Which is a beautiful answer.
And not
very realistic answer. And not this like insane bullshit like bro it's art, bro it's so
art this person.
This one is worse than Vamshi.
Getting better, and you kind of have to work to a point where you can't be replaced in a way. You have to bring something unique, and you have to have a different voice.
What's your unique voice?
Like, what do you think my unique voice is?
Stupid.
I love that. He doesn't really understand, but that's actually such a good shot at her. What's your unique voice, huh? Instagram.
Very straight up, I think you're a beautiful lady, firstly. Okay, like that's definitely an aspect of it.
and I think you're one of like the best looking people in India. And seriously, no, I'm not the only. I've had these conversations with other people breaking.
Yeah, Mr. Like he has he doesn't discuss like hot chicks. He has conversations about who is the prettiest.
Beautiful, not pretty. Pretty is still shallow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Down.
I'm really bad with compliments. Okay, very shy.
Yeah, but today you're looking like shit. So
Oh, okay, good.
no.
That's fine. Huh? Say.
But
that actually, I think she I think she actually wait.
Very shy.
Yeah, but today you're looking like shit. So
Okay, good.
No.
That's fine.
Okay, fine.
Say.
But no, I'm kidding.
I know.
That's a part of the brand. I also feel that people misunderstand you, and sometimes maybe that misunderstanding also helps. That it at least makes it a part of conversation. I feel as you grow older, because of who you are, and you're very young, dude. You're like 23.
Yeah.
Like I remember you from school. You were like, anyway, you were a kid. So like,
cool.
I can't imagine your reality, honestly. But I feel the world will get to know you as your career moves forward, and people know like 10% of you. I also feel a lot of the things you might say in public, there are a lot of thoughts that go behind it. But you're growing up in front of the whole world, and that's why that miscommunication happens.
Yeah.
Now, speaking in terms of brand, I think people would want to work with you because your performances have innocence like in them, and maybe that's because you are in your heart an innocent person.
Innocence.
Yeah, I call it innocence too. Dude. When I can't play any character, that's innocence.
You are.
Hell yeah.
Like you don't have bad intent. That's what I can definitely say. And I have met a lot of people from the industry, from outside the industry, who do have some level of bad intent. Or maybe some intense intent which eventually.
Bottom of the barrel for compliments.
Yeah.
You sound good. You look very pretty, and I don't think you're a bad person.
Yeah.
It becomes bad. But if I would be rude enough to just tell you another thing straight up, I would love to see you in like some really dark stuff going forward.
No.
That is not rude, brother. If you said, I don't think your performances have been great, that is rude. I would love to see you in something more dark, you know. So rude. How dare he expect something different from me? Oh my god.
Wow.
That's not rude, that's helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, even she
I feel
called
like
her.
I have made a conscious effort to. It's okay. I feel like if I do get judged sometimes, or it's okay if I make mistakes. I'm not someone who freaks out if I've probably said the wrong thing or not presented myself as well. I'm okay with that because I've decided to do this. I've decided to be an actor. Now that I'm here, I have to be okay with people judging me,
Dissecting you.
Dissect almost. Yeah, actually, like looking at me like through a microscope and judging every.
There is
like
obviously a lot of jealousy around you. I'm sure you know that. I'm not just talking about actors. Like even the people who hate Ananya Pandey hate her from a perspective of jealousy. There is the N-word, all that. It's there.
The N-word. Ranveer, no.
He's gonna say it.
No, Ranveer, don't say the N-word.
It's more of like not understanding me and thinking that they know me, because I think people also have to realize that what they see, even in this podcast, I'm being as honest as I can, but you'll never know entirely who I am as a person.
But that's true about anything. Or anyone. Why are you so special?
Her talking really makes me so bored.
Like, what do you mean? Like, that is true about anyone. Like, oh yeah, of course. Like, oh guys, you think you know us from these streams? You don't know us. It's like, yeah, of course.
Ooh,
so
what skeletons are in our closet?
Yeah, right. Like, if I pan my camera, there is a dead body. Like, of course.
There is, isn't it?
There is, of course. I always keep my dead bodies in the shelf. The thing is, it's like so stupid. Like, people don't hate her out of jealousy. People hate her because she is stupid and she has very stupid takes. Like, of course, you can say it's out of jealousy.
Like the people who say nepotism this, nepotism that, sure, they're jealous, whatever. But even if it is nepotism, right? If you give good performances, no one's going to come at you. People don't hit up Alia Bhatt anymore, right?
Yeah, not just good performances. Like, even if you're not there as an actor yet, if you just say, yeah, I have it easy. That's all you need to say for people to shut up. But they always become so defensive, it's actually kind of hard, like
just a little like, hey, yeah, I had it easier than other people, for sure.
Yeah,
I definitely did.
Once in a while, come out of the bungalow and see like, oh, life is kind of like this. I did have it easy. That's all. That's all you need to say. You don't need to. It's not like you need to apologize for being rich. If we were rich, of course, we'll be like, "Fuck, we are rich. What do you mean? Yeah, we'll make movies directly." But as long as you can just say, when someone asks you about this question, you can be like, yeah, I have it easy. That's all. That's all you need to do.
But there's some like perceived kind of fetishism for, dude, if I had to struggle, it's always like they wanna do this thing where like I had to struggle for this much, I had to struggle this much. No, bro, I didn't even have shoes. I ate socks. I was on the street. It's just like one after another, the most struggliest story. Somehow they think will. I think it also kind of does, because a lot of the audience, when they see like an actor in a movie, if they have that contextual knowledge that the guy fucking struggled for it, they'll just like his performance more than they will if the actor did not have to struggle for it.
Rich people dislike admitting to the fact that they have an
advantage. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they do. It's very annoying to see. Like in this case, where she can just say, hey, I did have it a bit easy. No, dude, there's so many insecurities. You know, like acting is really hard.
And at the same time, if when we are saying that, we can say that we are also very privileged. Like fucking the fact that you can do this is very privileged. No, a lot of people can't do what we are doing right now. Just like our Wednesday evening, just like chilling and shit talking with this camera.
Some YouTube.
Yeah, this is also very privileged.
Yes, exactly.
So stupid. Like, that's all you have to say.
It's like, hey man, yeah, we have it easy that we can do that. Nah, bro. Bandra, bro. You know, I had to live on the 4th floor once.
Yeah. Once my lift didn't work and my second lift was full and I could not like sleep that night.
Dude, like my Zara, like I had to wait to try it
I think it's cute that we think they use Zara. Zara we use.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, it's not Zara. They use like
they use designer wear shops which we are not allowed to go in, essentially.
Which we haven't even seen, I think.
Yeah, which is not in the normal regular mall. It is somewhere
like whatever place we can access, that's probably normal.
Yes.
As rich as it may be. They probably go to like, dude, I wanna use like Yoshiaki Takijiri.
That sounds real to me.
I made that. Yeah, it's real.
It's real. It is Japan brand.
Japanish brand.
And what I feel every day, my relationship that I share with everyone around me. You'll never be able to see that entirety of me in that sense. And I feel like people forget that sometimes. They just see an actor on a particular interview or walking somewhere and they judge. How can you judge someone just in one meeting or one interaction or one interview? That's a facet of my personality. That's like one side of me that I'm
we are judging that part of
multifaceted dude.
What about the 5 billion good or bad other things about it?
That's the beauty of podcasts. That the maximum version of that can only happen on a podcast. It can't happen in an interview. It can't happen through even a film because a film limits.
Film is now you don't see anything of the, like I think people sometimes think actors are that what they're portraying in films is actually who they are, which is completely the opposite. Many times, sometimes it's
really. Actors act?
Lady, I will tell you this much. You may have some credence to that, but your character in Gehraya was you. Straight up, you were not acting at all. I don't believe it for 1 second. Like, come on.
That is smart casting. That is not at all acting.
Honestly, as much as I may dislike the movie, Shakun Batra, genius. Straight up for that.
Close to who you are as a person, but you're never seeing yourself on screen unless you're doing some like special appearance as yourself.
Whoa.
Wow. Whoa. Even when people cameo. Wow. That was so stupid. So stupid. I love Ananya Pandey so much. Big fan.
What do you want to end it on?
End it on? I don't know. Something not Hindi, please. I want to understand. Like, I understand Hindi, but a lot of them speak really fucking fast.
I think that's because we have put it in 1.25.
Are you serious? That's
like all these videos have been in 1.25.
Real history of India, universal Hinduism.
Hey dude, what would toy people say?
Dude, I can't wait to see them. What are they up to? Ooh. Gandhi Godse, watch at your own risk. I was declared dead twice. Okay. That's an actual like guy though. I don't wanna. He sounds like an actual general. Need your support. Signs of spirituality. Why so over positive? Where's the semen retention? We never really watched that.
That one. You wanna end it with semen, okay?
Hell yeah, brother.
Where's the semen?
I mean, to be fair, that is when semen happens. Am I right, guys?
Where is it? I saw it. Okay, we can see this guy. This guy is very funny.
तो अभी youth movement चल रही है.
We saw this already in the thing though, so I feel.
Oh yeah,
Basically, it's
Mr.
brahmacharya. It's not letting go of your creative energy. Because you have practiced.
Actually, we'll see a different like semen retention thing. It was a different one.
This guy is just kind of like a very easy nutcase to target.
It's very funny though. Yeah, okay, this guy.
It is pretty hilarious.
Subscribe and hit that bell icon to be sure. This
Okay.
straight up question to you.
Yes.
And I'm sure there are people in our audience thinking about this.
Oh, I see the
deal
1.25x.
with masturbation
He's
and
moving
sex
around-
when you're
he's
training
moving
to become
around a little like a
monk boy?
crack
Like, what is the opinion on it? What are the urges like? Because
It's okay, it's okay.
everyone's
It's
human.
better than
So
his slow
what
fucking
is that
pace.
whole process like?
I'll be very honest. I practiced celibacy. I was celibate for 5.5 years. Almost
Okay.
6 years I was celibate.
Sure.
Monk life, and even after monk life, I was not in a relationship or anything. But meeting people, meeting students, meeting friends, everything was there. Meeting new people. So there were your human sperm, male sperm is such a thing. It's the most strongest element of your body. If you learn to have control over those desires, that means you're reaching on a very higher conscious level. You are not suppressing them. There is a very big misunderstanding amongst people. Oh, you're suppressing your emotions, you're suppressing your urges, your desires. But it's not suppression. It's about focusing on things, giving importance to things which are going to benefit you in that environment and atmosphere. Me wanting to masturbate, me wanting to have urges to have sex, it's not going to give me any progress in what I'm doing in Shaolin Temple. So that's why the community is built in a way that they are given knowledge of, the male sperm has, it's the highest element, in the science as well. It's proven, in yoga also it's proven. So they focus on not talking much about it and not focusing on these activities. And you're so engrossed in doing a routine on daily basis for months and years that part completely dies. And obviously, because once you share that with someone, once your union happens with your partner, it's an exchange of energy. It's a system exchange that's happening, which is very spiritual, which is very great. But once you're ready for it, but as a monk, there are certain protocols, guidelines, oaths, vows that we take, and you want to maintain that because we are on a very higher conscious level than just people regularly who are living a life which is in a city, 9-to-5 job or whatever they're doing. So masturbation and
I also
sex
don't
is
have
very
money to
very
go on
important.
like
I get asked,
retreats and be like, I'm a monk.
you do not feel like having sex, they did not want to masturbate, and I'm like, no, like I was not focusing on those things, because where focus goes, energy flows. So my focus and energy were flowing in a way where I really had mission and my targets, and I really wanted to just work hard and be in the moment and enjoy what I was doing. And it never came out, and I definitely did have issues.
Oh, I see what he did there. That's pretty funny.
What?
It never came out.
Damn.
City, and I'm like, I don't think about it. I don't have it in me. I just don't have it in me. So it was just like that.
But because you're so conscious of working your chi as a warrior monk, do you sense the chi
Warrior
that your semen
monk?
also brings? Like, are you conscious of that?
Shaolin, right? Oh, that actually wasn't that insane. What was that thing we saw? Like, I mean, you'd already seen it, but that guy was talking about like cum going to your head and shit. You remember that, right? Yeah.
No. Fuck, I forgot which guy is that.
I also forgot which guy. He was talking about like it goes and nourishes my scalp. I think.
Welcome to another
I don't
episode of
think he
Monkey
said scalp.
Chat, Intelligent Conversations Only, ICO, featuring Vivek Mittal, aka FitTuber.
It's not this guy.
What's your take
But
on
it's
porn,
okay.
generally? Like, I mean, porn is something I've run away from for the same reason, like that it's again it's an addiction. It's also one of those things that it's very normalized because all of us have grown up watching porn. हमें लगता है कि हाँ यार सब लोग करते हैं, हमें भी करना चाहिए. But porn also, it gives you a wrong idea of what sex is. कि sometimes porn is very
Completely
violent.
fair. Your camo went off.
It also there's this concept I read that if you watch a lot of porn, you basically
camo went off.
start getting excited about sex as a
turned
third
it on.
person thing. मतलब because you're watching
Your
people having
camo
sex with
went off.
that's
Yeah.
what you do.
Oh, fuck. My mic also got fucked.
Oh, okay, it's back. Oh, your mic fucked off for Discord. Discord is actually fucking us both.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I turned it on, yeah.
You're ejaculating
Oh,
too.
okay.
Your brain ka dopamine release gets associated with the third person view. Ki I'm seeing two people having sex and that's what I'm enjoying. So if you actually end up having sex in real life, then you won't enjoy it as much because you'll be like, this is the first person view. It's like playing say Fortnite versus playing Call of Duty where it's first person versus third person. It's a bad example.
Oh, okay.
But,
So according to me, like as you said, porn is something which is not real. Like whatever, like you have been, if whatever porn you see, they will just show things just to make it good. That's not real. And when you are in a teenage, you try to grasp all those things, and when you come into that real kind of scenario, maybe you won't get that.
Okay, no fap is what we need.
I want to start off on this whole no fap thing, bhai. This is something a lot of teenage guys especially are very intrigued by, young guys. I think our audience is primarily young and teenage guys only.
See,
what's
the problem.
your whole situation with NoFap? How did you get into it? And like, you know, you are following it right now.
Yes. First of all, when I came across this, that there is something like NoFap and all, I was like, why? What is the need? I mean, wiki donor dekhi thi to socha tha ki
natural hota hai.
I am a biological being, there are urges coming up, so it's not natural. But then I was like, this happened, I was reading a biography about Swami Vivekananda. And he had said this, he had quoted this line that if you do not ejaculate for like 12 years, something else will happen to you. You may call it enlightenment. You may call
that
it...
sounds pretty ominous, actually.
Just
something else will happen.
Horrible will happen to your dumb ass.
What will happen and your life will change. That's what he had told. And this intrigued me. I was like, okay. Then I went deep into this. I started reading about it. And there were like so many benefits mentioned. Even in Sushruta Samhita, it has been talked about. Like how this, keeping this vital fluid in your body can like, have you achieved the optimal health benefits, your mental clarity will improve, and if you're someone who is on a spiritual path, your growth will increase like many folds.
100%. So
it's the same shit.
I feel like they forget, like a lot of the people who take up NoFap forget what it's actually about. It's kind of like people saying like going clean off heroin will open your third eye. Like, yeah, it will, but that's because you kicked an addiction.
Yeah.
Like here, they're like, bro, like all that fucking shit I'm storing up in my massive balls, it's nourishing my straight up, it's going to my spinal cord, you know.
And they don't even understand that, like, after a point, it just like you either...
After like some amount of like some point of time, it just kind of normalizes.
Yeah.
And you're just like normal.
So stupid. Yes, that is that.
Yes.
I don't know.
That is Beerbiceps. We will come back to him at a later date. We will never stop revisiting him. No, I was taken away.
Acha. Oh fuck. Alright, this stream went on for much longer than I thought.
Started streaming 2 hours ago. Good stream.
2 hours 42 minutes. Okay, alright.
Hell yeah, dude.
I hope whoever stuck on. Thank you for sticking on.
Thank you, Yogi, Ritvik, Ronnie.
Ronnie, and whoever showed up and left off. Everyone, thank you for showing up. And we had a semi-decent time for watching Beerbiceps.
I had a good time, bruh. Semi-decent.
And I think thank you for watching our videos.
Semi-decent time.
Like this video, like share
this
subscribe.
Video, subscribe to the chat. We will be streaming again next week, same time, around 6. Yep.
Yeah, Wednesdays. Every Wednesdays is streaming Wednesdays. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Bye, Ritvik.
Thank you for showing up, brother.
Yes, thanks for joining.
So
yes, bye guys.
Wait. I will hit end here. Tata.